What's up, everybody in the house tonight? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody in the house tonight? What's up? What's up? Yeah.
It's Thaco Thursday! Welcome to the Garrett and Steve Show, everyone. You excited for Thaco Thursday?
I thought you said Thaco. I was like, what the hell is that? Thaco Thursday. Teth, I am.
Why couldn't it be Taco Thursday?
Yeah, well, because it doesn't. Taco Tuesday.
Yeah,
That's,
good point.
we base entire things on how they kind of sound nice.
Mm-hmm.
So
right. Yeah,
it would have to be Thaco, like you said, it would be Thaco Thursday,
Thursday.
which doesn't work. So, what is a good Thursday food? What starts with the?
Tamale.
The pizza.
The food.
Thyme. Even thyme. It has a TH and you don't even say it right.
Yeah.
Thyme.
Thighs, chicken thigh Thursday.
Man, that sucks. Chicken thigh Thursday. That's the only thing, though. I can't think of a single other
Yeah, what the fuck? It's like when
three cheese.
When you see that stupid thing, it's like name a state without an A in it, and then you're just like, oh, that's easy. Hawaii, Maine. Oh fuck. Damn it.
Wait a minute. Mississippi. Got it right away.
Nice.
See, I'm a fucking smarty pants. Oh, you didn't crack open the Jameson
No.
yet. Well, you want to drink right away? It's 3 p.m. Well, you got somewhere to be?
I don't.
You got to go to work?
I definitely don't have to be at Gino's place.
For sure don't have to be there tonight. I was looking forward to doing it, a week ago when we said we'd do it, because I'm like, yeah, it'll be different. And
Well, you had no obligation to go do it.
Yeah, I didn't have to actually that day go and take a 2-hour trip. But then, yeah, yesterday when the 2-hour trip was looming, I was just like, ugh. And then he canceled on us. I was like, oh, darn.
And then after the show, you're like, if he reneges and says, oh, no, wait, it's back on. I'm like, too late. Called it off already.
Already called it off.
Yeah.
No backseas.
I already felt the joy of not having to go. Too bad.
No callsies, backsies. So, yeah, the hockey show will be here tonight.
If he shows up.
Yeah. Well, now I know how much of a piece of shit that commute is. I understand. If he wants to just make something up, be like, oh yeah, I can't make it tonight. I have to count all my money. I have to wear shoes and go somewhere not in Chargers gear.
Speaking of, we've never talked about it. I don't know why I'm bringing this up, but he has the worst shoes, Gino.
Oh yeah,
those like Adidas socks. I don't know what they are.
They look like Sonic the Hedgehog's shoes.
Yeah,
in the movie, like the big, puffy, wide, like
fabric.
Rectangular Adidas shoes
that are all fabric and they're white, so they're all dirty now and look silly. But yeah, I feel like at 4:00, we better make sure that Keanu's doing a stream of someone.
That's right. Yeah, we got canned in our 4:00 slot, so I want to know what the deal is.
Still trying to think of the foods, and I can't think of any.
I mean, 3 cheese macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, say cheese more.
Cheese. A cheese covered 3 cheese macaroni and cheese with cheese sauce on the side, and thick shit Thursdays, Black Label cane. That's a good one.
What's that?
I took a nice thick shit today. Thursdays. Yeah, I took Pepto on Wednesday, so this morning I had a nice thick black shit.
Oh, nice. You had a nice thick one yesterday. Some one lager. It was good.
Yeah. I've been practicing with my boyfriend. Get my poops nice and thick. He's been gaping me out.
Well, you had a rough Wednesday, was it, right? With the ice cream sandwich?
Ice cream sandwich got me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've recuperated?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Back to normal stools. I'm happy to report. Everything's coming up, Steve.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the hallway chiming in. Thirsty Thursday, you ding dongs.
Oh,
Yeah, but that's
that
not a
is-
type of food.
Yeah, but that is a thing.
Wish there was a day that started with D. Ding dong Thursday. But yeah,
She got us.
Thirsty
That's
Thursday.
a good one.
Thursday Thursday is a thing.
Yeah.
But
What is it? It's like at bars, I guess.
yeah, it's just go drink.
Happy hour.
Thirsty Thursday.
Thursday.
Come have alcohol.
Well, I had a lot of things that we didn't get to this week that I wanted to at least get to.
Joey Dago texted me Tortellini Thursday. He didn't get the point. He was like, I can't believe these guys can't come up with a word that's food that starts with a T. I got so many. Turkey leg. Yeah, Joey Dago. Tortellini Thursday. Nailed it.
Nailed it. Good one. Go on, buddy.
But anyway.
Yeah.
So you had a lot of things. So you want to do a Garrett and Steve edition dump.
Yeah, I guess so.
A content dump. I love dumps.
I can't even decide which one I want to do first, though. Why don't we start off a little light, quick one? The MLB interview. It should be on like the second day, maybe.
Got it.
Okay. Did you see this one?
I did not see whatever this is.
Some guy on the San Francisco Giants. I have no idea who any players are in baseball anymore. So
me either. What happened? I feel like it was easy to know everyone. It used to be. Now it's Luis Arias and Domenico Dominguez.
You think that's what it is? Just players have weird names, but I don't even think so. Like
it's the names plus. I feel like
everybody moves every year, so you
Yeah.
don't really like associate them with a team. Yeah, I don't know. Well, what about the new A's guy that they brought up from AAA, Nick Kurtz?
Nick Kurtz?
Did you see
I
that?
did not see that.
And supposedly they warned the A's announcers to pause in between the words so they don't have any wardrobe malfunctions. For lack of a better
Nick
word.
Kurtz. Yeah, but when you catch him on a hot mic, he's going to say, this is a fag capital of the world. Just love calling baseball in a city full of Nick Kurtz.
The Nick Kurtz Museum.
There's a guy, he was on Seattle, but I don't know what team he's on now. He's probably still on. His name was Mitch Haniger.
Mitch Haniger?
Yeah, like Haniger.
I don't get it.
Well, when the announcers would say his name fast, it was Mitch Haniger. His last name is basically the N-word. N-word.
Oh, I got like vinegar.
Yeah.
Like that. Okay. Yeah.
Another bomb from Haniger. Depending on how they said it, it was like, whoa, easy with the Mitch.
But yeah, you're right. I mean, I just don't know any baseball players anymore. I don't even know who's supposed to draft who's going number one in the draft. Like I used to be kind of into the draft or at least know a little thing about it, but
baseball's falling off.
Football,
it's still more entertaining than I don't know, basketball to me, but I don't pay attention as much as I used to as well.
And you have a fantasy baseball team, so you should run into the names.
I'm supposed to be looking at that thing every day, apparently, and I always remember once the games all start. And I'm just like, oh shit, I didn't do anything. I hope some of my guys are playing today.
You should pick up Nick Kurtz.
I'm gonna look for him.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy a Nick Kurtz jersey. Joey Dago texted, "This show sucks Thursday." Touche. Tortellini Thursday. But anyway, I think this is Logan Webb because right behind him it says Logan Webb.
Oh, good call.
But yeah, I didn't see this.
Okay.
What is this?
Bumgarner and Juan Marichal for at least 4 outings with I'm sorry. At least
I heard that.
4 outings with 10 strikeouts and no walks. What does it mean to you to be in that list with those guys?
I'm sorry guys. Farts are always funny. it's anytime you're in a list.
You gotta play that again because you might have missed it.
Yeah, because there's like a fake fart sound right in the beginning, but that wasn't a fart, and then the real fart sound comes across.
Bumgarner
See that?
on our shelf for at least 4 outings with
I'm sorry.
at least 4
Just look at his eyes once the fart goes off.
and on our shelf for at least 4 outings with
I'm sorry.
at least 4 outings with pinstripe.
I feel like baseball guys have the most fun.
Yeah.
Probably because their sport is so not involved. Like you hardly have to do anything all day.
Yeah, I think after a football game, some of the guys are in the locker room like half dead.
Yeah.
But baseball is just, it's like more aggressive golf.
Yeah. And like hockey, half the guys are more than half are like foreigners and have weird accents and don't know our customs. So they're just like struggling to get to an interview or whatever.
Farts
it is.
smell weird.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, baseball definitely the most fun. I wish for a situation like that where I have to fucking cut a hot one on a hot mic. Like just you're in the locker room I'm like recording a baseball player talking. If I just cut cheese and make the air, that's a dream of mine.
I mean, you do it here, but on a smaller scale.
Right.
Yeah.
I know. I want an MLB level fart.
Yeah.
And the closest I've ever come to that kind of glory is when I think I talked about it the other day when we ordered food from a Mexican place, and I only was ordering from this place because they have flan. And
That's right. Yeah,
flan. And they called me like an hour after I ordered, and they were like, "Yeah, we don't have a flan anymore, so it's no flan." And I just went, "Oh," and then farted into the phone. And the woman on the other end was not happy. I'm laughing my ass off because I'm just like, what timing? Like I just got some bad news and I responded by
Your
fucking
ass got angry.
literally it was like that. It was like a right into the phone. And I'm just like, hello? And the lady after a few hellos like, yes. Okay, bye. And then just hangs up. I pictured on the other end of the phone, she's just holding like an old landline next to her head, and her hair is blown completely like side, like she stuck her finger in an electrical socket, but just on the side where the fart blasted her. I like to imagine that.
But what do they even do in that situation? It's not like when they refund you on Grubhub or whatever you order, they could do that. You know what I'm saying? You already paid and you tipped on that, or like
I can do that. I have to like go into the app and say I never got this item, and they give me money back for just that thing. But yeah, she just called me to be like, "Hey, so nothing for you. Fuck you."
Enjoy our shitty tacos.
I responded in kind. I said, "Well, this is for you." My butt.
All right. Next one I had up was. Let's go right below that one with Trump's dick.
Trump's dick.
Now, this was at one of these protests that are going on all over the place. And
what is this protest about? I don't even know. Is it?
It's probably
protesting
about
Jews
Elon,
in Israel, or
I think it's like Elon and Doge, one of those Tesla protests or something.
Elon's a Nazi.
And this woman in her gay pride shirt gets interviewed by someone, and we're gonna have to count how many times she says one thing, mate. I don't even know if we're gonna be able to, honestly.
Okay.
That mustache, you look so gay.
You like the mustache?
Yeah.
I look so gay. What's wrong with being gay? You have a gay pride shirt on.
Nothing.
Are you using that as an insult?
You're a proud boy, aren't you?
Wait, you just told me I look so gay. Is that an insult?
No, it's not an
insult. So then why did you feel compelled to tell me that?
Oh, you have beautiful skin.
Isn't that a thing? Like,
this is what, like, the internet's taken over everyone's brain because I'm listening to a Twitter comment section having a conversation. Like,
that's true.
I feel like this is verbatim what you would read on
your avatar's a gay pride flag. Why are you calling me gay?
Yeah, all I use it is like I've heard everything they've said before. I've read it.
Well, it gets even more like a Twitter conversation argument soon.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
So this woman wearing a gay pride shirt just came up to tell me I look so gay.
You do look
Stick out of
very
your
gay.
mouth. Take Trump's dick out of your 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 mouth.
MAGA, fuck off. MAGA, fuck off, MAGA, fuck off.
What is this?
They're all kids.
They're all.
They're all a bunch of little kids.
We'll talk to you. Would you like to speak to us?
They're all 50-year-olds. But even the guy doing this interview, he's like a little jerk kid with his microphone, like, oh, I'm going to fuck with them. It's great, internet content. Good job. But it's, this is a schoolyard. With everyone involved.
Except they're all grown adults that have nothing better to do with it. Like, is this what you assumed 50-year-olds were doing when you were 10? That, once I'm 50, these people will just be idiots and have, I guess, no job or whatever, and just go to these protests and scream stupid things that make no sense and wear a gay pride shirt, but then call people gay as an insult.
I would have had no fear or any sort of respect for adults if I had known that this is what they are. That it's just, people don't actually really grow mentally much. It's just, you have a shittier skin suit.
Yeah.
And you're just a child. No, like, you look older, but inside everyone's still just a fucking little kid.
We all feel like we're 17 or whatever. We just stay in that.
You have more memories. You're more boring, but really, at your core, everyone's just their same kid. Like, whatever motivates you still motivates you, and like whatever you were like in high school, that's probably how you are forever. That is your permanent personality. Because this is. I know. I if I knew when I was 10 years old that this was what it is, I would have been a real piece of shit kid. I would have just done whatever I wanted. Like, who cares? Everyone's a joke.
Yeah.
Every person, old, young, whatever, everyone's not to be taken seriously.
But I at least when I was a kid, I felt like you could tell an adult. They dressed like an adult. They dressed like it's some cardigan sweater or had loafers on and had some like gray hair and was, I don't know, some sort of career or something, but nope. Now
they said things like, "Watch it, Bucko."
Yeah, they would.
They were the
boss.
Yeah. Now Buckos are running wild. It's all Buckos.
Fascist. Fuck off, fascist.
Take Trump's dick out of your mouth. Sunburn. Take Trump's dick out of your mouth. 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 Take Trump's dick out of your mouth.
That explains
Take
the Mickey
Trump's dick out of your
Mouse.
mouth. Take Trump's dick out of your mouth. Take Trump's dick out of your mouth. Take Trump's
fascist.
Take Trump's dick out of your mouth. 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 Take Trump's dick out of your mouth.
Yo, leave my cameraman alone, dude. Leave my cameraman alone. Leave my cameraman alone. No, just this is a cameraman. Don't come up and physically harass him and intimidate him.
Are you guys together?
I just said, leave my cameraman alone. What didn't you understand about that? Your husband or whatever this guy is coming up and physically intimidating my cameraman. You got to leave the cameraman alone. What's wrong with you, man? That's my question to you. What's wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with me.
Nothing's wrong with you? You think this is normal behavior? You think this is normal behavior?
Take Trump's dick out of your mouth.
Even here.
And these guys have been, I'm more than happy to be nice. These guys have been following me for 20 minutes. Do you think this is nice? He's covering.
We don't have to swear, but
I completely agree with you, ma'am. And I'd love to speak with you.
Camera. He's hitting me with his camera.
She's still going.
What is that?
You have followed me for 20 minutes and we've documented the whole thing.
Standing still.
Okay, then you stay right here. You stay here, cameraman, follow me.
You hit me with your camera, man.
Why are you hitting him?
You just hit me with your camera.
Oh my God.
Why is he hitting me with the camera?
I saw he hit him with the
What's going
camera.
on? Why are you guys? What's going on?
Get off my
Why are
property.
you hitting people with your camera?
Why don't you get the fuck out of here? Why don't you get out of here? You're not welcome. You're not welcome. You're not welcome. You're not welcome.
You're not
Go home,
welcome.
Nazis.
You're not welcome.
Go home, Nazis. Go home, Nazis. Go home, Nazis.
Stop touching my cameraman.
These guys are hitting people. Go
Oh
home.
my God.
You're not welcome.
Go home, Nazis.
You're not welcome.
Go home, Nazis.
You're not
Go
welcome.
home, Nazis. Go home,
Why is your hand
Nazis.
shaking?
Go
Why is your hand
home,
shaking?
Nazis.
Why is your hand shaking?
Go home,
Why is your hand
Nazis.
shaking? Why is your hand
Go
shaking?
home,
Why is your hand
Nazis.
shaking? Why is your hand
Go
shaking?
home, Nazis.
Why is your hand
Go
shaking?
home, Nazis.
This is Holy shit. Garrett, that was one of the most annoying videos I've ever seen. That was impossible.
It didn't make sense. Like, who are these people? Like,
Who
on
are
both
these people?
sides. But like, what are you protesting? But like, I don't know. You had some sort of tactic to just keep repeating the same thing over and over again, and you're making no sense with your.
It's a sign of a high IQ.
You're a fascist. Go home, Nazi.
Go home, MAGA.
Go home, MAGA.
Go home, MAGA.
What did they?
What's the point?
What's the point? Yeah, what are they trying to prove?
What happens after? Like, oh, I yelled "get drunk, stick out of your mouth" 55 times, and then the guy I was talking to was rude to me back, and we won. We won the day.
He eventually left, so we won.
We've made a positive impact in our community. I yelled nonsense at a man who was asking for me to yell nonsense. Now, Trump has made it all better.
Yeah,
or worse. Trump's leaving now.
Yeah.
Now Trump's leaving because we protested, and
because that guy took his dick out of his mouth, and he doesn't want to not get blown. So,
I mean, to the cameraman's credit, when you have that in front of you, you don't stop. You just you keep that going forever and ever and ever. I'm actually surprised it ended there. Like, it seemed like that was probably a 4-hour interaction.
But like, I could see, even if it was like college students or something, where you're just like, you're new to being an adult or whatever, and you're just like, I'll yell at this guy because he's against. But to be 55 years old and doing that, like, don't you have a hobby or something to do with your life? What are you doing?
Can't jerk off anymore? Dick don't work? Why ain't you jerking off? You should. Might as well. That'd be a way better use of your time.
Yeah, you'd feel better.
You'd feel better. There'd be, come somewhere. Instead of let's go stand on the sidewalk. I don't even know what they're protesting.
I don't know. Maybe it was part of that the protest my mom went to, with the just like stand up to Elon and Doge and Trump protest. I don't know.
What it was, hands off.
Yeah.
Hands off. I'm gonna be upset if you don't stop everything you're doing. Like, what is the end game? I don't get what's supposed to happen. Like, Trump sees, there's so many people yelling. I guess I'll just stop. Don't worry, guys. We're gonna let them all in. Everybody can immigrate.
Yeah. Oh, you changed my mind.
Yeah, I didn't realize there was like 15 faggots somewhere yelling. I guess I'll just stop everything I'm doing now.
No, there were protests all across the country.
16.
Yeah,
I don't I honestly can't understand what the point is of doing that. Is it supposed to, like, you take a video of everyone protesting and that makes more people like who because in this country at this point there's so many people who don't know what they want, who are just like, man, I don't know if I like Trump or not, and they just see people screaming like, I guess I don't.
Yeah, wow.
But then they see other people counter protesting,
so
and it's, well, I guess I do. I'm very impressionable. I don't have a community. I've never been online before. This is my first day.
Trump seems to be very polarizing. It's like you're not going to change someone's view that they have about him halfway through his term.
The only decision that gets made is, do you lie about the fact that you're a Trump supporter?
Yeah.
Whether or not you are, you've already decided moments into being on the internet.
Yeah, I feel like during his first term, more people lied about it.
Right.
Because they were looking like they'd be a pariah in society. And now
the messaging online worked, where it's like, oh, if you have a MAGA hat, that is the same as wearing a red Nazi armband, and you're a Nazi. And they weren't conflating and being dramatic, at least to themselves. They were like, no, literally Hitler, and you're literally a Nazi. So, people had lives, and people were getting in trouble at their jobs for being pro-Trump.
Yeah.
Like, if you worked in certain fields, corporate, very shit-lived places, like, you couldn't be out loud Trump supporter.
Yeah.
So now there's less of that, but it's still a thing.
It is still a thing. Yeah. But it's more like on a micro level, where, what was it? Like, some guy was wearing a MAGA hat at a restaurant, and did you see that when the woman came up to him, which says, "You have a kid sitting with you and you're wearing that hat." And it's like, what kind of lunatic are you? It's just a fucking hat that says "Make America Great Again." it's not even some like sort of racist term or or something. It's not like it said send all the Mexicans back.
Yeah. I love Jews and hate Palestinians. It didn't say that on the hat.
My dad showed up to Easter with his "Make My Head Hairy Again" hat.
Wow. Your dad's up to buying novelty hats. Have you bought him an FBI hat?
I should.
You should. Like that. Hey, this will go good with your "Make my head hairy again" hat.
According to his girlfriend, people were stopping to take pictures with him because they thought it was so funny.
I would.
And some people were like, you said, come over like before they could read it, thinking it was a MAGA hat and get angry, and they'd be like, "Oh, ha 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 ha."
I hated you before I met you. Now I like you before I met you.
Your hat's so clever. I like you now.
Your hat told me to. Yeah, your hat's so. By the way, these people should be doubling down on their hate for your father. They should not be lightening up once they see it says "Make my head hairy again." That is, but he's an older father, so he's allowed to be corny beyond belief.
Yeah,
but that is exactly what that is.
By the way, I think like May 23rd or 28th, whatever the date is in May, he's finally getting his head fixed. They're still, remember what I mentioned 6 months ago where they had to take a gauze and rip it off his head and then put a new one on to rip it off twice a day? They're still doing that every day.
So he gets a new scab and rips it off every single day.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna, and if it would heal.
His girlfriend was like passing around a picture of his head without the thing on it, and I didn't look at it, but the reactions of other people were like, "Oh God, you could see his skull."
Oh my God.
Yeah. So apparently on whatever May date, they're gonna fix it and do something with his, cut the back of his head and put it on the top of his head. One of those things. I don't know.
They just stop ripping and scab off every day.
I don't think there's any skin left.
Oh, so there's like nothing to.
Yeah.
Oh, so well, they're not taking a chunk of skull; they're just taking a chunk of skin.
Yeah.
Can he pick any patch he wants? Maybe he takes a chunk of butt cheek.
That's what they were saying at first.
That's a fun dad move.
And I said, take the hairy part. Make his head hairy again.
His ass hair. Yeah. Hey, butthead.
That's what his doctor said to him. You could be a butthead, yeah. But
awesome.
Yeah, so I don't know if, because my mom had that done with her nose where they took a piece of her forehead and kept it attached to her forehead and ripped it off and stuck it to her nose and sewed it to her nose. And then for like a month or 2 months, she had a bridge going from her forehead to her nose of skin. And then once that like grew onto her nose, they cut the skin and reattached it.
She had a skin bridge?
Yeah.
For how long?
At least a month or two.
Do you leave the house if you have a skin bridge? Because I don't know.
I mean, I think she tried to stay at home as much as possible.
I would be a hermit.
Yeah.
That is, I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Me either. I never heard of it either, but apparently it's a thing.
Why'd she have to have a skin bridge nose?
She had like skin cancer on her nose, so they had to cut it off. And then I guess the skin won't grow back, so you have to take your forehead skin and stick it to your nose and
skin bridge.
So now she has like a different color skin, like on her tip of her nose, a little bit, but it's better than a skin bridge or a bloody hole on her face. But yeah, so I don't know if they're going to be taking skin and attaching it from other parts while it's still attached to the original part of his head. I'm not sure. Or they're just gonna like stretch his head together.
Just push his skin back together, you old coot.
Yeah.
Your mom missed the opportunity with your mother though. She should have had a skin bridge going to her butt. You could have had a butt bridge. Hey, ass nose. That's a fun nickname. She should have did it for the fun nickname. Ass nose.
I feel like Skin Bridge is a good like heavy metal band name.
Skin Bridge.
Yeah.
The Houston Ass Nose. Good baseball team. Wow, yeah. Well, the medical maladies of the Andrews family. Sounds like things are looking up though. Getting the whole patch.
Yeah.
Why can't they just put some kind of spackle up there? Like they don't have,
or like synthetic skin or something, or
just
or just from like a donor, a dead person, just take some of their skin off and put it back on your head. I don't know why that wouldn't work.
Maybe they offered that, and he said no because I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want some dead dude's skin on my skull. Something just off about that. Didn't feel right. You're scratching another guy's whatever. You don't even know where they pulled it from. It's just somewhere beyond the grave. There's a guy like, stop scratching my balls so much. It hurts.
Or some guy in heaven, his balls keep itching, and my dad scratches his head.
God, the skin they put up here is all loose and wrinkly. They got these fucking curly hairs coming out of it. They could have picked something a little tighter. I mean, it's my goddamn skull. Appreciate the hair though.
Yeah, he still got the gauze on his head. Looks like a yarmulke from the right angle. It kind of fits, even though he's not Jewish, but it looks normal-ish, I guess.
Call Shy Groucho, get to knock him Einhorn on the horn.
Mm-hmm.
Tell him it'll be okay. Anywho.
Let's see. What do I got next? I mean, I feel like we should listen to the twin interview.
The twin interview?
Yeah.
I can listen to the twin interview.
This was fun.
Are there two links? Because
there's a second interview.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. There's also, because I saw this, there is they've been famous before.
Oh, yeah?
Years ago.
Maybe that's what that other clip is. I'm not sure.
No, like when they were younger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but I let's see this. So here's just an what was this interview about?
These twins had a mom who got
obviously
held up by gunpoint, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's ringing a bell.
Yeah.
Okay, and they're talking to the news about their mom.
Steve Irwin Boulevard.
And their mom's like 80.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Witnesses are recounting some of the drama that unfolded on the Sunshine
Unfolded.
Coast this afternoon. Two sisters have told how their mother and man raced to help when the carjacked SUV rolled on Steve Irwin Way, only to find the gun-wielding car thief emerging from the wreck. Here's some of what they had to say.
I thought there's no guns in Australia.
He was up there with our mum. And
Hold on, before we... There are guns in Australia.
Excuse me.
And that was my answer to your question. Yeah, no, this is the whole thing with 2A and like the whole argument about guns in this country is there's laws against having guns in Australia. Has it brought gun crime down? Surely.
Because there's hardly any guns.
If you just break the law, that means you get a gun.
Yeah.
And in America, that wouldn't work because we already have more guns than people by like a fucking 50-to-1 shot. So you can't just turn the gun switch off. What you'd be turning on is the biggest bootlegging fucking, the 1920s mafia bootlegging all over again, but with guns and times a fucking billion. It would just be a nightmare. So yeah, but guns are illegal in Australia.
They confiscated them all, I thought, right?
Yeah, they did. Wildly, though, you can still break the law, buy one, and go shoot someone.
Weird.
Insane.
Huh.
I know.
To say.
And one guy, he was up there with our mum, and he went up there, and he was coming back down towards us, and he goes, "Run! He's got a gun!" and our heart started to pound, and I said, "Well, Mum, where's Mum?" And
They're like a Dr. Seuss character.
But apparently, our brave Mum, she goes, "Are you all right?"
They're not even that good at this, by the way.
They're pretty good at it.
They're pretty good at it, but like I said, the video I saw was from years and years ago, so they've been practicing for a long time, and they still like.
Oh, this is like a trick they do, kind of?
I don't know if it's not so much a trick, it's a mental illness. They're twins that are like so obsessively twinny with each other that they finish each other's
but they don't
sentences.
They
combined to be the sentences
together. Yeah, just like they're
weirdos. See, it's so easy.
It's so hard.
No, it's so easy.
I think he's got a gun. Run.
That's what they're doing. She's a split second off because she's listening to what her dumb sister's saying, and she's reading it. Sorry. I'm Mr. Incredulous, not impressed. Fucking.
But they're even like one says the first word of the sentence, one says the second word and the
Of the
other-
sentence. See?
You
We're
got me.
twins. No, it's wild because it's trippy. It fucks your head up because there's this unnatural echo happening when they talk, and it's just the other one saying the same thing at the same time.
Are you all right? Because he had all blood all over his face. And he goes, I'll shoot you. She goes, hey, I'm here to help. And Mum distracted him to make him look the other way. And he looked the other way, and Mum ran into the bush behind the fence. And the guy goes to her, I'll find you and I'll shoot you. All I was thinking about when we were running, I hope he doesn't fire. Yeah.
See, there you go. They mistime it.
To him, do you think you were?
Well, see, he was up there, and we were past our when you driveway. You don't think of all of that at the time. No, you just run for your life.
I find it way funnier when they mess up. Run for your life, safety.
That makes it seem more real.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a real psychic connection they have, where they are one
Telepathy.
as one of two as one.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I was the interviewer. So in the middle of that, I go, hey guys, one at a time. You're talking over each other. You're ruining the whole thing here. I can't use any of this footage because you're just blathering.
I don't know. I feel like this clip went way more viral than it would have if he did that.
I mean, it did go very viral. But yeah, I think it would have been very popular on my feed at least. If just in the middle of that, he's like, "Why do you shut up? I'm trying to do a proper interview here. You're talking at the same time. Are you driving me fucking crazy?"
Oi, noi.
I know. But I didn't see whatever the second interview you sent
It's
is.
even a long form interview.
I
It's
don't
like
know
6
what this
minutes.
is. But yeah, I gotta find the video of them from years ago because this is like their thing. They're twins that have been on the news before. I think interviewed for something similar. Maybe not their mom getting robbed at gunpoint, but
hopefully not.
Hopefully, every now and then, this old broad just gets a fucking gun put in her face. Having those annoying twins.
Shut your fucking kids up. Yeah.
That's the thing. It's someone from the town who has to deal with these two all the time. It's like, I'm going to blow your fucking head off. You need to get through to them. They need to stop talking at the same time. It gives me a headache.
But I mean, they're, 50s, 60s. They're identical. Usually by this time, one gets a little fatter. One gets, a scar or their one eye starts drooping or something. Not them. They're twinsies for life.
Would you?
I mean, there's no really redeeming quality.
Now, granted, when you do them,
I like to do both of them.
Of course, you got to do both.
I thought you meant
you
one.
think these two they don't leave each other's side? They shit together. Like they have a double toilet that they poop on, and when one log plops in, the other one plops in right at almost at the exact same time. Bloop, bloop. Yeah. So obviously, when you have sex with them, you have to stack them one on top of the other, and like just keep going back and forth between. When
oh, that sounds hot.
So would you?
Yeah, I think I would. I mean, I'm always sort of jealous of the porn where the guy has two chicks and he just goes from one, and then he's like, point to that one, go to the switch to the other one. Nope, point to that one.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that must be fun having that choice.
Yeah.
So I think I would.
That's like, Garrett, I promise you're not telling tales out of school here. I think that's like most dudes are like the guy from Office Space.
Two chicks
what
at the
would
same
you
time.
do with $1 million? Two chicks at the same time. That's most everyone's dream. And then you start, wildly fantasizing. 3 chicks, 4, 100. But anyway, let's watch the double eyewitness news.
Watch this as long as we can.
Sunshine Coast, Gooby Country.
Australia's this Carnival
But
land.
did these two move to a place called Gooby Gooby Country because it had two identical names? We really like being twins. We get it.
We're gonna take a vacation to Walla Walla, Washington.
And then we're gonna go to New York, New York. So nice they named it twice.
And Paula Powers are with us now. Firstly, thank you so much for joining us. And how is your mum?
Mum is doing really well. And people are saying, oh, she's brave. And Mum keeps saying to us, I've had 7 kids. I'm fine.
She can handle anything. That's amazing.
She can handle anything. The polite chuckles in that room make me want to fucking vomit.
How are you both recovering from it all? It must be a traumatic time.
You should have had 2 anchors.
Yes.
Answering the same,
Why not?
at the same time.
Yeah. Put 2 of the anchors on screen and have them
And they
try
can
to
it
do this.
easily with a teleprompter.
Oh my God.
It'd be so easy.
Put these bitches to shame. And I would make a point to be like, we're actually not using a teleprompter. This is just us too. We're also telepathically linked. Like you stupid ditzy batty broads.
They kind of look like the HR woman from The Office. That
yes.
Michael dated.
Oh God, what's her name? The one that moves away.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's Jan.
Jan?
No. Jan's the
Levinson
boss.
Gould.
Yeah, that's the boss.
That's a different person.
Uh-huh.
Can't believe I can't remember her fucking name. She was in The Wire.
She was in
too.
The Wire. She was a cop. Yeah.
Yeah. Kinda. I can see why you'd say that. She's definitely prettier.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
But yeah. They talk at the same time.
At the time it was. Yeah, we just wanted to run for our safety, but
Holly, yes.
Holly,
thank you, Caitlin. It is Holly.
Yes.
Another thing I just noticed, I guess they must work at like either a veterinarian or something.
Oh, is that why they're wearing scrubs?
They're always
kind of?
wearing scrubs, yeah. And there's bunnies on them. They don't seem like they'd be good at helping a person survive. So
No.
they probably run like some kind of cat sanctuary.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I don't get why else you would wear scrubs.
Scrubs and just nervous hand gesturing like we're looking at right here.
Yeah, they got to work on their hand gestures. They're totally different.
Very, insecure
Uh-huh.
and not in unison. Hands at sides or, clasped together firmly,
Mhm.
but in unison, please. Whoa, we're like twins. We made noises out of our holes at the same time that sounded the same. We're like linked in the brain. Holy crap, we should go on the news.
yeah, we just wanted to run for our safety, but in the back of our minds, we were worried about Mum. And we also feel for all the other families who are involved.
Oh,
That was the car that flipped. Yeah.
dude, that threw me off so bad because they were talking in this shot, but they showed a video of them
They're
talking
in another shot.
So I have 2 voices that are not linking up to anyone's lips. And I fucking was like, what's happening? Did I fuck the video up?
Well, yes, but the thing is,
Yes.
I mean, the silver lining on what has
Yes.
been a dark cloud and could have been a really dark cloud is that your double eyewitness account has made international news. So how are you handling the attention and the reaction of the world?
Talking at the same time
Well, we've been
more.
focusing on the birds, what we do every day, and we're just taking it one step at a time. We've got a few.
It's a bird rescue. It's a bird sanctuary. I knew they were saving something. We deal with the birds because
What are they saving? Pelicans?
Yes, pelicans, finches, dodos,
Emus.
emu. Because dealing with human beings leaves us feeling sad because they're always mean.
Yeah, for some reason, I don't think either of them are married.
Married or have a very active social life. I do not see it.
No.
I think they acted like this their entire lives, and everyone was just like, what the fuck? Oh,
Get a load of these two.
Get a load of these Sheilas. They're batshit crazy. They're just talking at the same time all the time. And they always got a bird. They're always petting a pigeon.
Interviews tomorrow from overseas.
Oh.
Yes, of course. You help pelicans. This is what you mean by the birds. It's wonderful what you do. You're getting interviews from all over the world.
At the same time.
Clearly,
why don't one of you talk
speaking in unison is the thing that you do.
You're doing too much same time.
How?
Yeah, that's right.
How does this happen?
Well, it just happens, and we don't know why. But we have tried to talk separately, but we're not ourselves. It's not us, and it's very hard. And we don't care about the critics. We tell people if you can't stand listening to us, simply just switch off the TV.
Do not switch off the TV,
guys.
Do not.
Okay, please.
Don't you fucking do turning off. You don't listen, stupid two bitch.
Two bitch.
Stupid two bitch. Doing fucking double rape on you. You keep talking at the same time.
You shut your two mouth.
Do fucking shut up. You make my fucking brain do hurting. Listen to too much talking. One woman not allowed to speak. We have two at the same time. It's a complete abomination.
No.
I want to be clear on that. But sorry, how does it feel? Paula, I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you only to answer it, Paula.
Okay, well, I'll try and answer it as best as I can.
Okay, I can see Bridget trying to speak.
I also think it didn't feel right.
It's so. How do you know what is going on that means that when one of you speaks, the other one just instinctively has the same thing to say? What's going on?
Oh, guess what? I wish I could answer that question. It just happens. Yeah.
Bridget, I can see your mouth moving.
Bridget was mouthing the words.
Hey, Bridget and Paula, what happens when you're not with each other?
Why are they acting like this is magic?
It is. You're not amazed
by this? No.
Why
aren't you, my man?
It's really hard
for people to know at the same time. I think we're twins.
I think so. Yeah, you're right. You're proving to be wrong.
She's just jumping on, like, finishing words that she's saying.
Kind of, but then they also
imagine. But this is like what we practiced every day of our lives since we were born.
True.
Like you'd get
and you
so
have stock
good.
Answers that you've given a bunch of times, so you know what the other one's going to say.
You also, not even just stock answers, but you know exactly how this person talks because you talk as them 24/7. So you know what they're going to say because there's not some fucking thing coming out of left field that you somehow they know that you don't. So it's that on top of you just listen and talk at the same time. It's a thing you can do. But I love this. I love it. Like this is hysterical. They were they were eyewitnesses to their mother getting a gun put in her face and robbed. And the news was just like, wait a minute, are they talking at the same time? What the hell's going on? So they're back on the news to talk about how they talk. They should do this for people that have viral news clips where, it's like a black guy going, holy shit, it was crazy. It was all fucking crazy. They should have like a whole in-depth interview like, what made you say, oh shit, this crazy, this so fucking crazy. What was going on that made you say that? Like in your brain, what was happening? I would love like a second interview with most people that are eyewitnesses. But anyway, back to Gubby Gubby Country.
Well, guess what? We don't feel ourselves. We don't feel ourselves, and it's very hard. We had a bad experience in 2021 when COVID was around. My twin sister, Bridget, was in hospital for 16 days, and we couldn't see one another. It was traumatic to us. Yes. And so how we could communicate with one another was with the phone. Yes, with Yeah, we have to FaceTime one
What happened?
every time.
Wait, how did they have a
I
conversation
was
with each
having
other on the phone? Did they just say the same things to each? How are you doing?
Oh my God.
How are you? I'm doing good.
It's this infinite loop. Yeah, they're trying to talk to each other while at the same time trying to say the thing the other one is saying. So it's just this never-ending loop of hi, 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 hi. Fuck me. What just happened though? They just stopped talking together. They were like completely off.
They were.
What just happened?
Because COVID was so traumatic, their brains got scrambled a little.
That was weird. I'm now completely used to them talking at the same time. So them stopping for no reason threw me off pretty bad. Another thing I noticed, and I don't know if it was just that moment because they asked the girl on the right, I think Bridget, to talk. Bridget, the girl on the right, looks like she's slightly more put together somehow.
A little bit.
And she looks like she's the leader of talking. It looks like the girl on the left. And again, maybe that was just that moment where I noticed it.
I would have said the girl on the left seems like to be the leader of the talking.
Like she talks and the other one copies.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. Maybe they just go back and forth.
Maybe.
Because in that last moment, it was definitely the girl on the right talking. And the one on the left was mimicking what she was saying.
nervous breakdown in the hospital.
Oh, God, that's terrible.
Bridget and Paula, have either of you been involved in a romance?
Well, guess what? We're too busy for boyfriends.
Yeah.
To the wildlife.
Busy for boyfriends?
Men are too much trouble.
Men are trash. I think there were roughly 14 million women saying that with you in unison.
Yeah.
At that
I double boyfriend. I give you 2 penis.
I grow 4 boob.
I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I give you fucking all hole. I'd be double boyfriend. Come on, show me picture.
Bridget and Paul, I mean, you obviously have this incredible bond and you've got many siblings. Like, what happens when you all get in a room together? I can't imagine there's that much silence.
They're not all
guess what? Our family, we're a very close family and we all love one another. We all get on so well
Yeah, you're
together.
right.
I can't see this happening and I don't wish it upon you.
I know.
But have you two ever had a falling out?
Oh, never. No way. No, we love one another. No, we love one another and we're best friends and yeah.
I just wanted to ask about your...
We are completely codependent. If one of us died, the other one is going to be a mess.
Oh my God.
That she's gonna have to find someone else to just talk on, whatever you call that.
Talk with, yeah.
She's gonna have to find another person that it's gonna be like a platonic relationship where I just want to talk at the same time that you're talking and try to say the things you're saying.
Oh, it takes a while to build up that relationship again.
Yeah. But it would be the saddest thing in the world if one of them croaked from like a heart attack. And the other one she's like, well, now what do I do? I got all these fucking birds. You know what? They probably have a good amount of parakeets.
Yeah.
That's
all they need.
Handfuls of parakeets at all times. He's like, I'm trying to teach them, you have to talk at the same time as me. All right, they don't get that, but when they say stuff like, asshole, asshole. See, fuck, my sister's here. If one of them dies, the other one has to die at the same time.
Has to.
I can't deal with thinking about the sadness.
The other one would just kill themselves. They'd have to, right? They would just be like, what's the point of living anymore?
It would be the saddest thing in the world because like all of a sudden there's one voice now. It was a lifetime of 2 voices, and now there's just no matter.
Where were you, Jesus?
Jesus, answer me.
There's 2 voices, and then in my hardest time, there was only one voice.
I carried you, you asshole. But there's more.
Yeah.
Incredible fashion choices because you're obviously winning in the fashion stakes as well, ladies. Don't think I did not see
woman being a cunt. That was like a very sarcastic statement. They wear fucking scrubs.
You're obviously winning in the fashion world.
And she's like, the prettier anchor. There's that Shrek thing that came on screen before.
Yeah.
She's like on the cute one. So you guys are she's mean girl in them. He's like, obviously, you guys are winning in the fashion sense of being on the news.
She's Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, Lindsay Blowhan.
But where's the black girl that started the interview? She hasn't chimed in at all since.
Wasn't that in the last video? That was in this one. This girl?
No, I could have sworn this one started with
423.
No, I guess you're
You're talking about the last interview. There was a black lady.
Yeah.
There's this dark as hell in a just. It looks like Robin Williams and Mrs. Doubtfire.
Your favorite movie.
My favorite movie. For
some reason, even though I have barely seen it, she reminds me of someone from The Sopranos, like Janice or.
Yeah, she's ugly like Janice.
Yeah.
Parvati. Oh, your leg? Why would I steal your leg? What would I do with your leg? Anyway, back to business. Business podcast.
Yeah, I believe it was bunny scrubs that you were wearing yesterday, and you've got some fantastic rainbows on today. Who's responsible for that? And do you always match?
Yes, we always match. Yeah, we just go to our wardrobe. We go, yeah, we'll just wear that today. Yeah, or even one of us will just pick the outfit out.
Sorry, I'm still blown away by what's happening here. Do you know when you're both speaking, is like the distinction between your own thought and your sister's thought gone? Like, do you not even know whether you're using their thoughts or your own?
No, I know. I wish we could know ourselves, honestly.
Oh.
I wish we could answer that.
Wow.
Oh.
I feel the same with Waleed, guys.
I'm sorry. I'm like annoyed.
Why?
You can hear them slowing down how they're talking so the other one can catch up to what they're saying. That way it sounds like they're saying the same thing at the same N-word. That would be the funniest thing in the world. This is, out of nowhere, one of them just said the N-word, and the other one was just like, "Hey, what? Bridget, you're not allowed to say that. They're showing this in America."
No, but they'd have to say abo because that's the N-word over there. Yeah.
That's their N-word. Yeah. Ooh, careful.
Excuse me.
Careful. Don't say that.
Now we're gonna get banned in Australia. This video.
Well, you guys are banned. You all can't broadcast your show here anymore. You said abo, and it's a bad word. And this guy is the handsome one. He's about to say something very important.
I wish we could answer that.
Wow.
Oh.
I feel the same with Waleed, guys.
Yeah.
We share a brain and thoughts, and we're close.
Yeah,
Bridget, pull up. I reckon I might have done 10, 15,000 interviews. Not one has been like this.
Yeah.
This is
Incredible.
extraordinary. All the best with the work that you're doing with the Pelicans.
Oh, please.
Ready?
All right.
Okay.
More than one a day.
Bridget
Bridget,
and Paula.
Paula, thanks for your time. It's not as good.
It's not as good. We didn't nail it.
Woo! Good job, Bridget. Good job, Paula. It was excellent listening to you talk at the same time.
Now, can we find the old one?
Yeah. Bridget.
I mean, I feel like it's going to be hard now because they're so popular
Howard.
today.
Old interview. It's got to come up. I saw it the other day, I think. Maybe it won't come up. Meet the Twinnies. I didn't think to save it. I'm such an idiot. Speak in sync. One day ago. No, that's not it. Oh, damn it. It was from like the 90s. Maybe this is it.
It's definitely them, right?
Powers Twins. Here we go.
Seabird Rescue. Yeah, we spend all our time together and we love it. We wouldn't have it any other way. We can't stand being apart. The birds that we have here in our facility is due to fishing line entanglement, botulism, which is a toxic, orphans where their parents have been killed or fallen out of their nest, and we get a lot of birds in care weak and exhausted. Some birds
they're such nice people.
I was just thinking, like, all right, they won me over. These are nice beds.
But who's funding this? Is it just all donations?
Maybe, when they're not dealing with birds, they suck cock for money. Who knows?
Or their dad was rich and after he killed himself because his two daughters were speaking at the same time all the time. They just used his endowment to
One on each side of his lap, one on each leg, and just every day, oh God, stop talking at the same time, please. And they said they have other siblings.
Yeah, seven others.
So yeah, the dad probably jumped off a fucking very tall building. Make the voices stop. There's one in each ear. But yeah, no, they seem like truly lovely people who are doing a noble thing and caring for birds that are having a bad time.
We don't count all the birds that come into care. We just give them their TLC, what they need. You happy boy, aren't you? The birds are in care for with their injuries. It's due to human activities. We just encourage people to pick up their tackle and put them in the recovery bins, pick up their rubbish, and just take more care when they're fishing. Because we've got to learn to share the waterway.
I can't listen to any more of this. I get it. I get it. You guys are twins.
Did you get it? Yeah, they speak at the same time.
Holy guacamole.
Oh my.
Marshall Bropri says, do the rest of your show speaking in double.
It's very taxing
to try to do at the same time.
The whole way through the show. We've gotten an hour through the show
and we already do for another hour.
Did you see the Marshall's injury from bowling?
I did. It looked like his leg was full of juice. Tried to trip you up. Tokes at 1201 says, please don't. All right.
You win.
You were the next guy. So, and Chris Subdivisions Baldesano, God's cruel joke. Can you imagine twin Ginos? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Just the amount of noise.
Holy shit. COVID.
They're both just Ray DeVito and Pat Dixon, and now the new guy, Nick Ricardo. It would be like, sound is vibration. I think if there were two Ginos at the exact same time saying the exact same things, the vibration from those two things would make your brain shake to a point where it would melt and pour out of your ears.
I thought you were going to say like they would negate each other out, but they wouldn't.
Yeah, they would negate, all right. They would. Yeah, a negate way to hell. The noise that would happen would rattle your brain to the point where you just grab your ears like,
Keep it up. He's not going to bring you any cigarettes tonight.
He's not going to bring me any cigarettes.
What do you think now?
I think no.
But you made him feel so bad last week.
I make him feel bad every week.
All right.
The game I'm playing is I shouldn't be smoking anyway. So I'm not going to be like, hey, Gino, can I have cigarettes? If he remembers.
If he happens to remember, you'll gladly
remember. And he's just like, hey, you know what? Steve deserves something nice today. Then I'll feel that way about it when he brings a cigarette. If he doesn't bring them, I'll just know, so Gino doesn't think I deserve nice things.
Okay.
He doesn't think I deserve to feel good. This is how my friend feels about me. He thinks I don't deserve to feel good.
Oh, but he's listening, right?
No.
You're trying to guilt him.
I'm just speaking truth to power.
I mean, what's it been? A month?
At least
a
month, because there was 3 weeks in a row we didn't do the hockey show,
and then
there was one before and one after no cigarettes.
Yeah,
so it's been like 2 months.
Wow.
The last time I had ciggies, I think, was when Keanu was here, or maybe one time after that, because Keanu sent him with a pack
with your name on it,
with my name on it. Those fucking Australian broads are batty, man. Batty man. So yeah, we'll see if I get to give myself. I mean, you don't get lung cancer from 2 cigarettes.
No,
you get lung cancer randomly 30 years after you quit.
the thing is, even you
Like
can
my
smoke.
grandparents did.
You can smoke all the time. It's like a 30% chance.
Totally.
Less than 50.
I had so on both sides of my family. So I had 2 grandparents on one side who got cancer.
Lung?
One was lung, one ended up being lung, but she already had other cancer too.
Okay.
So that was a wonderful mess.
Yeah.
But my grandfather, he had got lung cancer bad. But he
The
quit,
mailman?
the mailman, Pop. But he had quit, like, I think even before I was even born. Like he
oh God,
he spent a good amount of time not having smoked cigarettes. But I was asking my mom about this the other day actually, and she told me they smoked all day though. Like they were in the house just smoking all day.
Yeah.
So it was a different type of smoking. Because even when I was
And
smoking,
filterless probably.
I don't know what he smoked. I should have asked that. Probably had filters. But even when I was at my peak of smoking, like a pack would last me a week. Because I would smoke like 2 or 3 cigarettes a day. Because it's the whole thing. I got to go outside. So it would only be a couple of cigarettes a day. But yeah, she said that what made him quit smoking was that one night he just started coughing and like could not stop, and was just all night, like for like 10 hours. He was just coughing his brains out. It scared the shit out of him, and he's like, "I'm not smoking." And like that day, he was like, he just never touched another one. And my grandmother didn't quit, so she's in the house smoking all day. And my mom's like, it must have drove him fucking insane because he like just cold turkey quit. And my grandmother's just like blowing smoke in his face.
Like Dave Landau's parents, where his mom would smoke, but she put the air filter on in the house. His dad has brain cancer and she's still smoking, but she has the air filter on. So that'll be good. Yeah.
Yeah, but I agree with my grandmother in a way because I'm like, all right, you quit.
Yeah.
And
I still enjoy it.
I didn't cough for 55 days straight. I use 55 a lot. I didn't cough for, the entire, I'm fine. Still feels great.
But that's when men, where it was just like, up, now I'm just stopping, cold turkey. That's it. Done. That's what my grandpa did too. I don't even know if there was a cause or whatever, but he just like, one day was like, nope, done.
That's when men were men.
Yeah.
They would go to Branson, Missouri, and pick their grandson up a Boxcar Willie hat from the Boxcar Willie show. No, my grandfather was awesome. Yeah, he just like, I coughed a lot last night. I'm done. No more cigarettes.
Yeah.
And then my grandmother eventually quit too, but she had to go through because my grandfather, that was it. He was done, but she had to like go through hypnosis and a bunch of stuff to quit. But she eventually then was completely done smoking. But oh fuck, what was I just? Another thing about when men were men, because my uncle told me this story about my grandfather. Because I always picture him as Pop. He's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
He could never do anything wrong.
Definitely not.
He always treated me great. But he said that he would get these like chunks of Ranger tickets. They still do this now, where you buy if you buy 10 games.
Oh, okay, like a 10-game pack or whatever.
Yeah, one of those things. So he bought one of
go every Saturday. There's a game or whatever it is.
Yeah, they had one of those deals. So he would take my uncle to the games, and they would have fun, whatever. But he said that when the Rangers played the Devils, it was like packed house, traffic, all that. And he was like, I've never been to a Rangers Devils game because somehow I would always get in trouble that day.
Wait, just because he didn't want to go into traffic?
Pop didn't want to go because it was a pain in the balls to sit in all that traffic and the stadium's all crowded and what a fucking pain in the ass.
But don't they just take the ferry?
No, you would drive. You would drive to the garden and park in the garage and do the whole thing.
Oh my! But you have a fucking direct route. Park at the ferry and it's 20 minutes. You're in the garden.
With all those animals?
Oh, I guess so.
No, you drive to the games.
But there were no animals on the ferry back in the day.
Yeah, there were.
Oh, yeah? From Staten Island?
This is the Devils were around. This is like the 80s, I think.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe 70s or 80s. Whenever the Devils were first a thing. Or maybe it was not the Devils. Maybe it was Rangers Islanders. Whatever it was whatever Ranger game that there was like a packed house. Like my uncle was like, yeah, I would. Every time there was the Ranger game with the packed house, I would just be in a lot of trouble that day. He would find something and start screaming at me and be like, "That's it! Now we're not going to the game." And he was like, "It took me a while." And he was like, "I think my grandmother told him, like, yeah, you ever notice that whenever like you didn't want to go, you were in deep shit that day?"
Oh my god! But
when men were men.
He wouldn't go without him, though, would he?
No, he didn't want to go at all because it was a pain in the ass. So my uncle would be in deep shit that day.
But I mean,
literally, if he fucking looked at him funny, he's like, "What are you doing? You eyeballing me? That's it. Now we're not going to the Ranger game."
But Papa's lost. Like
Pop.
Sorry, excuse me. He paid for the tickets.
If he got him in this bundle deal, he didn't give a shit.
Yeah, at that time,
this is something I got from that man.
$7 a ticket.
I would pay to not do stuff that I have to do. Like, oh wait, $50 to not go to the fucking game tonight? Yeah,
Yes, okay.
I'll pay that fee. Done.
Makes sense.
Also, I get to yell at my son and call him an asshole. Double win.
He would never take your mom to the game?
I don't think so.
She probably wasn't a hockey fan.
Yeah, not back then.
Yeah.
Maybe she was. I don't know. My mom.
Oh.
I gotta ask her. Because my uncle told me the story, so I don't know if she was ever invited to the games. The way he told it, it was just them two. Willfully left out. Well, anywho.
Yeah. And let's see. I guess my final thing for now is the one from today. Dave Bluntz. Did you hear the announcement from Dave Bluntz?
I did not know there was an announcement. No.
He gave up the purple stuff.
What?
And now he's on the healthy stuff.
What does that mean?
He's on a weight loss journey.
So Dave Bluntz, for those of you who don't know, is this big fat fucking rapper
who also supposedly wrote every song on Kanye's album. Have you seen that?
No, he wrote all the songs? Or it was like a part writer?
Kanye even said he wrote every song on this album.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's why they're so edgy.
I guess so.
I was
maybe Dave Blunt sucked his cousin's dick and not Kanye. And Kanye's like, what the fuck?
Why you ghostwriting that gay shit? I just said gangsta shit. No, I was reading through a thread the other day. It was Black Twitter talking about Dave Bluntz, and they don't like him. It was a video of his concert.
Yeah.
Where in the video he tells the crowd, like, everybody say the N-word in this song. And they pan to the crowd and it's all white kids. Like all white college kids.
Oh.
So Black Twitter's like, this guy's a coon, he's a fucking piece of shit. He's the edgelord rapper, that's why they like him. You know, he's their Uncle Tom motherfucker.
Wow.
And
I didn't realize.
It's just another version of like, well, if he was or if he wasn't, now he definitely is. Because he sees who's supporting him. And if he reads any of this, it's like, oh, so I'm black, but black people fucking hate me. Even though I don't choose who comes to my shows, I just sell tickets and this is what's showing up. This is who is now fucking paying my bills. And my black brothers and sisters don't give a fuck. Well, then fuck you.
Yeah. There's a lot more white people out there to sell tickets to.
It's moronic. You should be trying to bring them like to, hey, like, you know, we need another black rapper.
Stay alive.
But whatever.
He's trying to stay alive. Yes.
He is, the white man's favorite Uncle Tom rapper. And the reason for that, by the way, is because his songs are funny. And he says funny things like faggots in them. But
I wonder if they'll still be funny since he's off the purple stuff.
This is what I'm saying. You know, this is what happens when guys lose weight. They stop being funny. Today is the end of an era. I officially denounce purple stuff. The only thing I'm sipping on now is healthy stuff. I've been going on this weight loss journey recently, and I can't wait for you guys to hear all this healthy music I'm about to drop on Friday. I actually turned it to bout. He said I'm about to drop. I instinctively said bout.
But see, he even has a sweatshirt.
Looks like he's losing weight.
That says healthy stuff instead of purple stuff.
See, you should do this, but not tell anyone.
Can't put down the carrot. Can't put down the celery.
See, it's got no ring to it.
None.
You might as well be like, and I have a fat twin, and we talk at the same time. That's a better gimmick than I'm healthy now. Like, just do this to stay alive now because you're rich and like you're getting I don't know if he's rich yet, but he's definitely making money.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get healthy because now you don't have to be like suicidally eating 3 pizzas because you're fat and lonely and want to die.
Yeah.
Like now, you're on the upswing. You have fans. You're doing shows. You can do whatever you want now. You're getting financially free.
Yeah.
So you get healthy, but you just don't tell anyone because we'd like you as a spectacle.
Yeah, like do it like Adele did. right?
Yeah,
She was
I tell her.
fat, and then she was just like, oh, now I'm skinny now, and I'm still going, but whatever.
It's the perfect way to do it because most people are just impressed. Like, wow, look at you. You've already established yourself. So they're like, we're not going to hate you now.
Uh-huh.
But also, a sweet bonus is to get the fatzos on social media that go, she's fat shaming by getting healthy. She's making all of us feel bad. She's denouncing fat people by not being a fucking cow anymore.
She's not about body positivity like I thought she was.
Yeah, she's about, this is some body negativity. But that's just an added bonus.
Yeah.
Whatever. I get it. The guy he's making money now, so he wants to live a little longer. So he's eating fucking celery.
And this
Good for
album
him.
on Friday, and he's still fat, so it'll probably still be pretty good.
It's gonna take a lot more than I think he's willing to do to actually stop being fat. I think what's gonna happen, and this is for the best, is he's gonna be able to walk around on stage. He's gonna Fat Joe.
He's gonna do that Kanye sprint soon.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Did you see that whole thing where Kanye texted him the day after he set him up with his trainer?
No.
Kanye, since they linked up, Kanye hooked him up with a trainer and tweeted about it. He's like, "You just meet my trainer." And then I think Dave Bloods posted the text. He's like, "Yeah, this is what I'm dealing with." And it was the day after he met the trainer. I don't even know if he worked out yet. Kanye texted him, "Did you lose weight yet?"
Hilarious. Funny Kanye's coming back? Possibly.
Listen, he never left.
I guess.
Depending
he just
on,
laid low for a while.
Depending on how you look at things.
True.
Kanye's never been funnier.
True. It's a good point.
Yeah, funny Kanye. But it's so funny because he's so fucking crazy. There's a part of me when you read that where it's like, is he serious? Does he actually
Does he really think? Yeah, he lost weight.
I've been nonstop working out with this guy and I lost a bunch of weight. You kind of can't tell.
It's true.
But anyway, good for Dave Blunts.
For Dave Blunts.
He's
Godspeed.
A new up and comer. My favorite new rapper. Definitely Mr. Blunts.
Wait, what about Demure guy?
Oh, Finesse 2 times?
Yeah.
Hey, said one of.
Oh, all right.
That's
Okay.
another one.
Okay, good.
That shit very demure. That shit very demure. I just got a text message from Joey Dago.
Oh boy.
And it
Did you come up
says
with another tea food?
Yes.
What about Tea Thursday?
What about T-Bone Steak Thursday? T-Bone. He just wrote, "You're so welcome." And I was like, what? Is this from before? No. Made sure someone remembered your ciggies.
Oh, wow. That's not fair then.
It's fair to me. Whatever. Thank you, Joey Dago. It's always nice to have someone have your back.
But
what would be very funny, though, is if he still forgets.
Oh.
After even being told by Mr. Diggs.
If he still forgets. Oh, let's see if Keanu's streaming.
It is 4:23.
Yeah.
Do you know where your Keanu is? Let's go on Twitter. Let me refresh the page. And nope, not on here.
But check her Twitter because it might be someone else's stream that she had to be part of.
Maybe she didn't have to stream. Maybe she had to do something else at 4 o'clock. Nothing on her Twitter. Huh.
What was the exact wording on the
Let's go, to the
text.
Gino hotline. My next story I have is a Gino hotline story. So this all lines up.
Keanu had stuff planned at 4 p.m. So that, he didn't say a stream.
He did not say stream.
Okay.
We assume stream, but stuff planned.
But if she had stuff planned to go shopping at 4, we could have been at his house doing the show.
Well, I think Garrett obviously has just stuff planned that she's doing in the apartment. I don't think she's like, "Hey guys, I'm going shopping. I don't want anybody home while I'm out here."
Like what? She's vacuuming?
Yes.
All right.
She's a dainty little lady.
All right.
Vacuuming.
Okay.
I hope she sees
this. This is no shade on Keanu. Just
no, it wasn't shade. What's that lady doing? Vacuuming?
Making sandwiches?
She finished doing the dishes?
Just seems like Gino didn't want us coming to his house.
Maybe he was doing me a favor.
Possibly.
Because what's funny is I think I said, oh, God, 2 hours for me to get there. And then we couldn't go anymore. And he blamed it on Keanu. And she was probably like, just blame it on me. So maybe he's giving me my out that I so desperately wanted.
Okay. That's fair.
Maybe. I mean, again, I thought it would have been fun to, do something different for at least a week.
Yeah.
But then I realized how long it would take me to get there. I was like, this isn't fun.
It takes me an hour and a half to get here.
But that's right under unacceptable. 2 hours is unacceptable.
It is.
Hour and a half is like right when you start itching to be somewhere, especially because the trip here is broken up.
It's broken up multiple ways. Yeah.
Subway, ferry, bus. Like you're always doing something on the move. But each one also gives you enough time to go on your phone. Because this is what I would do for the dump when we worked at Compound. My hour and a half trip to fucking Midtown, the entire time I'm just either playing a stupid app on my phone and listening to a podcast, or I'm on Twitter finding stuff for the show.
Yeah.
So like, it was stuff that I was going to be doing at home anyway.
Exactly.
Like if I had another hour to sit at home, this is the exact same fucking thing I'd be doing. Like waiting to leave to go to work, I would just be doing this anyway.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right.
So I never minded, but for some reason it's like, 2 hours. What am I gonna do for 2 hours? And it's that final half hour where you're gonna start shaking in your seat, like I need to get out of here. Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see when Gino gets here what the development was with Keanu, because we do not have a podcast with her. Anywho, speaking of Gino, did you know he had a flying machine? And that's probably why he doesn't mind coming here, because it only takes him like 3 minutes.
No way. I didn't know that.
He has a flying machine.
Why doesn't it take me home in his flying machine?
Well, it's a one-man. It's a one-man dealie. He can't. If you'd be over the weight limit if two people rode in this thing.
That makes sense.
But it's pretty cool. I'm kind of jealous. I also didn't realize the sprawling green in Harlem. There's just forests and grass.
He's up by the park.
Yeah, clearly. But here's Gino demoing his flying machine.
All right.
And you can tell it's Gino because he's barefoot.
Yes.
That
is him.
Got his feet out.
That's his calling card.
Because the guy's going to say that he's at his friend's house and he's going home. So naturally, when you're at your friend's house, you're just walking around barefoot. Mi casa, su casa, where your feet are at.
Maybe he's at Aaron's house. Aaron lives in the burbs with lots of grass around.
Berg and the burbs.
Berg and the burbs.
Aaron Burbs.
He's going back to Harlem. All right, let's see what happens.
All right, here I am flying my single-seat airplane that requires no pilot's license, no registration. Leaving my buddy's airstrip, and I'm flying home. So take you guys with me on this 3-minute journey into Sunset Flight in the Aerolite 103. So while you're flying with me, I'll answer some of your most popular questions in the comments. Of course, the most popular question is, where can you get one, and how much does it cost? And I promise I'll tell you that when we get to the airstrip. But right now, I'm going to tell you all about the Aerolite 103. This airplane weighs less than.
He's going home from his friend's house, and
that's part of the requirement.
Can I go to your house with these things?
And it's 5 gallons of mixed fuel. So you've got.
You can absolutely go from your house to mine one of these, and it would take a fraction of the time.
Oh my God.
The thing is, you're going to have to land in the park, and your landing is going to have to be perfect every time, because that park over here doesn't even have a lot of space for you to land in. I don't know where you're going to take off from.
I could line up on Richmond Terrace or whatever that road is, and, it's pretty straight.
You're going to be hitting cars.
Hopefully this, find a little traffic break.
You're going to have to circle a lot. There's not really a traffic break. You're going to have to land in the park, and you're going to have to the most perfect landing. I think you're actually going to have to like thread a needle through a gate to like land in a way where you have enough runway. And hopefully they're not playing fucking cricket or baseball out of there.
What about that park right up the road, right down the road from here?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that little place. Yeah, that's long enough.
It's fenced in. And again, they play cricket and baseball there all the time.
They play cricket in there?
All the time.
I do see kids playing soccer in there a lot. That would suck to just mow down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I had to land. I was out of fuel.
I said move.
I was beeping my horn from up here.
Air traffic control should have fucking cleared you out. It's just Edie with one of those glowy sticks. But anyway, I want to know more facts.
Yeah.
By the way, nothing funny happens in this video. It's just I was fascinated by this guy.
And you don't need a license or any sort of permission to do this. You could just do it.
Well, he'll explain.
I use avgas and a really good synthetic two-stroke oil. You can get about 100-mile radius. It depends on your headwind and your tailwind, on how far you can travel. But that's a good rule. Another question I get a lot is how much can it carry?
More interested in what you're saying.
You can put about 350 pounds in it. Its top speed's around 60 to 65 miles an hour. You don't want to exceed 70 miles an hour, which is really hard to do. It lands around 45 miles an hour. It takes off around 40 to 45 miles an hour. It just cruises around in the air anywhere from 45 to 55 miles an hour. Just a real slow, easy flying machine. If you look down there to the right, by my right foot, you'll see that looking test tube.
I see your right
It's got a little red disc in it. And as the air is shoved into the front of it, that little disc rises up, and that is how we know what our airspeed is. This airplane will stall around 25 miles an hour, and it's just crucial that we've got that low airspeed indication and a device that can measure that. In my larger airplane, you don't start picking up an airspeed reading until you're about 30 to 35 miles an hour, and that's just not good enough for this type of airplane. So looks like ancient technology, but actually it's more accurate than what's in the larger airplanes. Got my digital display there in front of me. That gives me altitude. It gives me engine RPM.
I really
and
wish
also
there was a
gives me,
version without
the cylinder temperature and the exhaust temperature. Those things are good to monitor. All right, straight ahead is my airstrip. So it looks like we're going to be landing in just a second. So we're going to pull a hard right here and get lined up right over top of the trees. We're pushing the nose down and pulling back on the power. I promise it looks closer in the video than it really does in real life. My wingtips are not that close to the tree, but it makes for great video. But hey, thank you for coming along. Thanks. I got to wave at my neighbor. Thanks for coming along for the journey from my buddy's house over to my house. That's a 4-mile journey, and we've made it in a little less than 3 minutes. At the very end here, I pop back up in the air just to have some fun.
Yeah, don't even land at the.
This thing is super maneuverable. I absolutely love this airplane. I just told my wife that it is my 100% favorite toy that I've ever bought. Where do you get one, and how much do they cost? I got mine on Facebook Marketplace, and I bought it used, but you can go to Flyit, that's the letter U, flyit.com, and you can find them for around 35 grand.
Okay, like a car.
It's a little costly.
I mean, it's not costly if you live on a national park like this fucking guy.
I guess.
Space he has.
But you know how many Ubers I could take for $35,000?
Yeah, but you wouldn't be, in a one-man flying machine. Getting there to and fro much quicker. Oh my
God! As the crow flies,
as the bum flies, as the bum with his feet out flies. So that's how Gino's been getting here. He's been taking his flying machine from Harlem and that's why he's like, "Oh, I'll just come there. Don't worry, you don't have to come to me."
Where does he land?
He's got some decoy Chevy thing that he parks.
Like I was gonna say, I couldn't even land at the Staten Island Nighthawks Stadium, whatever they're called. What is it?
The Ferry Hawks.
Ferry Hawks. Yeah.
Staten Island Ferry Hawks Stadium.
Oh, God. It's still not big enough.
But the only reason I even saved that video is because it reminded me of another video of a man in a flying machine.
Did it go completely fine?
This one went great.
Okay.
Now the flying machine that last guy was using was basically just a plane. It actually is capable of, if there's mistakes made or if there's wind, you can get yourself out of it without just falling out of the sky like a stone. That's the thing. Even if the engine completely cuts out, you can kind of glide your way into a safe
hope
landing.
There's somewhere to land. Yeah,
you won't just have the worst time of your life ever.
That would be my problem. There's a lot of buildings and stuff on the way from me to you.
Yeah,
that I would have to try to avoid.
I'd be worried. You'd plow into one of them. But here's a guy who should have got a different flying machine. Now I played this once on the dump about a year ago now with Carl on. Carl.
Oh no, I was thinking
Carl
who are these
Jokes.
podcasts? Yeah, Carl.
No, Carl the Jokes. And he didn't like this video for some reason. I'm going to show it to you. I wonder if you remember it. But here's another Gino using his flying machine. And it goes just as well.
Okay.
Oh, man. 48 miles per hour. Come on, baby.
Now, this is not a glider
So
airplane.
loud.
This is a gigantic fan attached to a parachute apparatus. This fits the definition of flying machine. This is not an airplane in any fucking sense. This is a kooky scientist's flying
This
machine.
is a jackass stunt.
This is jackass. This is one of the Wright brothers' first ideas. The jalopy in the sky type idea that they had.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh my god. Get through.
Oh, man. 48 miles per hour. Come on, baby. Oh.
Dude, it appears to just be a gust of wind. Completely throws him off.
Shit.
Oh,
Shit. Oh, shit.
and he has a split second to figure it out. Unfortunately, there was nothing to figure out.
No.
That just scream
Oh
of
my
pain
God.
is not funny, but it gets funny. I promise.
Man. 48 miles per hour. Come on, baby.
This is one more.
Shit.
View.
Yeah, at least he wasn't up that high.
He's got his Apple Pay out. so
Hey,
he's,
Siri, call 911.
Hey, Siri, call 911.
Hey, Siri, call 911. Call 9.
Siri. Okay. Playing Shorty Fire on the dance floor. Somebody call 911. Somebody call 911. Shorty Fire burning on the dance floor. Whoa.
911. Emergency.
He's in a lot of pain. Not funny yet, but I promise. There's one part of this video that cracks me up. It's not this. This is how I actually feel bad for the guy.
Was he fat? Fell off a golf cart?
He sounds like the fat kid that fell out of a golf cart, actually.
I need pain meds.
I need Percocet.
Oh my gosh.
One's not picking up. Are they busy?
Help.
911 emergency.
Help me, please. I crashed my flying machine.
Okay, where are you at?
Help me, please. I grabbed my flying machine. Well, I was twirling my mustache.
Help me, please, my flying machine. I've fallen from the sky. Now that makes me laugh so much because, first of all, what a preposterous sentence.
And she took it like a pro. Where are you?
She took it like a pro because they deal with pranks all the time.
Oh.
And they have to, they got to be in the guidebook, like, sometimes it might sound like a prank. Take everything seriously until you're really, really sure this isn't a prank. So let's say someone calls and is going, "Oh, I fell out of my flying machine." Act as if they really have fallen from some contraption in the sky.
I fell from, well, you see, I built this thing that's like a parachute and a fan, and it's like some sort of machine, and I kind of fell. You trying to use that?
In my plot to take over the world, I seem to have encountered a misstep with the schematics of my flying machine. I've fallen from the sky. I think I've broken everything.
Indubitably.
I need an ambulance in the middle of the desert.
There are no roads around me, but please send someone.
I have no idea where the fuck I am, but I am in a lot of pain. My flying machine is shattered. It will never be fixed again. Can you please send a flying machine mechanic as well? I'd like to salvage some of the parts.
So do you know where you're at?
I'm in Enchanted Hills. I'm in the desert. Oh.
He's in Enchanted Hills. This man crashed his flying machine in Enchanted Hills, and he expects the 911 operator to go, okay,
we'll
send someone right there. We'll send a couple of fairies and an elf to Enchanted Hills. Save you from your flying machine mishap.
Fuck.
Okay. Are you in Texas?
Yes. I'm by abundant living in the desert just to the east.
Like Boba.
Okay, what was it that you crashed?
A paramotor. Please.
Yeah, do you read those, Chris's? Let me get you transferred real quick. Give me 1 second, okay?
Okay, please.
Do not hang up.
Oh, that's how it ends?
Yeah, they just send an ambulance.
Oh,
They,
obviously he lived.
They pick him up. He lived. He broke a lot of bones. He kind of broke his back.
Oh, okay.
But he lived, and sooner rather than later, I bet you he's already, because that video is now a year old at least. I bet he's already back in a flying machine.
In a flying machine.
Like, yeah, 50 miles an hour. We're going to do it. We're going to take over the world.
You just need like a stabilizer on his parachute or something so it doesn't turn over. And then
That's what it was.
He's golden.
He needed a parachute stabilizer for his flying machine. His big fan with a parachute attached to it. I kind of don't even understand how it was working. I guess he somehow got himself in the air. Maybe he dropped out of a fucking helicopter or something. And then the fan is propelling him forward while the parachute was keeping him afloat.
Well, how about this? You sit with the flying machine attached to you in a parachute and you're on like a dolly or something. You turn on the fan, you roll down the road, and then once you get enough speed, the dolly stays on the ground, and then you kind of take off. And then the flying machine carries you.
Then you fall out of the sky and smash. And then you crash into me.
And a boy string.
And a little ball
Hack up your skirt a little more.
I guess all you really need is just somewhere to jump off of. Get a good running start.
That's a good point.
Windy day. Get that parachute going. You're like a kite, like a Hebe kite.
I just saw it today. I didn't save it because I didn't know this was flying machines were going to come up. But it was a woman with a golden retriever attached to a flying machine, and her and the golden retriever are like harnessed together, and they just start running and take off, and all of a sudden the golden retriever's in the air in this flying machine, and it's just like attached. She's like riding it pretty much like a horse, and it's just in the front of her, like with his tongue out the whole time, just like what the fuck going on?
I really wish you'd save that. I don't even know how to find that. Dog in a flying machine. I'll try. Dog in a little boy's dream. Dog flying machine.
Nope.
That's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
No.
These are just dogs. There's a flying machine.
Fuck.
Oh well, you know, it's probably better just picturing it.
Okay.
It's like a cartoon. It's like a goddamn cartoon. Oh, I found one of Edie's relatives. Wow.
Wow.
That dog's related to Edie. Look at that
one
dog.
of her kids.
Holy shit. Edie girl. One of your kids is on the internet. I mean, spit an image. I mean, look at that dog. And then look at this dog.
Look at that dog.
There's one right here. That's a dog. Yeah, that's a dog right there. I tell you, that's in my life.
Nope.
Ain't no dog like that dog.
Nope.
Well, anyway. Thank you, Edie. It's fine. We can move on from flying machines. There's much more important news in the world anyway. Oh, we never got to this. Maybe we'll do that next week. Why don't we see what's been going on in the American Dream Mall?
Oh, your favorite mall?
My favorite mall.
Yeah.
Has been tainted.
By who?
Some little bastard did something so awful, I can't even say it.
Iraq?
Iraq.
What'd he do?
A piece of him broke off and wrote the N-word on a wall.
Wow.
This is from the Daily Mail. So this is international news. That is a UK publication. Young white boy writes heinous racial slur on the wall in front of a stunned mall. Wait, hold on. Excuse me. I read that quote. It's kind of wrong. Young white boy writes heinous racial slur on wall in front of stunned mall shoppers. It was the N-word. And his parents are nowhere to be found. It was the N-word, he wrote.
How do you know?
I think that's appropriate to write on the wall.
Because a bunch of white people freaked out. That's how I know he wrote the N-word on the wall. A bunch of whiteies said, "Do you think that's appropriate to write on the wall?" So what this wall was, by the way, it's like a Lilo and Stitch installation that they did.
Okay.
And the wall itself is made of this, those pillows or like a couch where when you move your hand one way,
yes,
it like the threads go, so you can like write in it.
Sequins.
Yeah, kind of like sequins, but just like felt.
Okay.
Yeah, when you move your hand over it, it changes shade, so it looks so you can write on it.
Oh,
And-
okay.
And then when you're,
easily erasable.
yeah, you just then move your hand over it, and it goes away.
Okay.
So this kid wrote a despicable word.
Wow. How do you know he didn't write Trump?
Because I saw a picture. I guess they don't have it in the article.
Of course not.
Oh
my God. Oh my God.
They put a black bar over it, like there's a cock on screen. But yeah, look, they left the N though, so that you're sure that is
And
what he
the
wrote.
R.
And the R. Yeah, he didn't write Naxer. Look at his little white face.
Maybe he wrote neighbor.
Yep, that's what I think. I think he wrote neighbor.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to.
Do you think that's appropriate to write on the Lilo and Stitch
Oh
wall?
my God.
Do you think it's appropriate to write the N-word?
I think that's appropriate to write on the wall.
Yes.
Then why would you do it? I can erase it. Erase it. Have some respect.
Was it? It wasn't an R.
I think that's appropriate.
It was an A.
No, it was ER. I've seen the original picture.
Oh, what?
I didn't realize. I guess I should have saved the tweet because the tweet had the picture.
Oh, you can't. With
Yeah, with
fucking
Daily Mail, you just can't pause really. God damn it! I promise you, it was
Okay, I believe you.
I've seen it. He wrote the word, but
I mean, he's at the perfect age to write that word. You don't really understand the implications of other people seeing it. It's a funny word to
I
write.
don't care if a 45-year-old man with a good job and a nice house writes it. It's not international news that someone N-worded.
Oh my God.
I was in disbelief. I was like, this is the news. They're like, and people were they were responding like, oh my God. Whoa, what is this world coming to?
Raising a world of racists.
I want to write the N-word, but I wouldn't because it would make black people cry. Do you want to make black people feel bad? You think they don't have enough to deal with? They got to walk around the mall. Dude, that's what some of the comments I was reading were like that. Like, I just trying to walk around the mall with my kids.
Oh my God.
And I had to be reminded of the pain of hundreds of years of oppression on the Lilo and Stitch fuzzy wall. I think it might not even be a comment. I think it actually says in the article, because they asked people, and people walking around the mall, the news walking around the mall, like, did you get upset when you heard someone wrote the N-word on a thing they erased?
That they had no idea about?
Did you think? You think it's bad? Tanya Cologne, whose best friend was at the mall with her young daughter and took photos and videos of the incident, said everyone was, quote, in disbelief.
Wow.
I can't believe the N-word. I can't believe.
Am I dreaming right now?
Tanya Colon said, it's sad that a child that age even knows how to spell such a horrible word and know what it means. What's it mean, Tanya?
What's it mean?
What's it mean? My best friend's daughter is 6. She has no idea what that word means and the hate behind it. She was
Then why
so
do you
confused
care?
on why her mom was upset by it.
Yeah.
And it's scary how he felt so comfortable writing that word on the wall. Like he was in the comfort of his own home.
It's a good point. It's a fair point.
It,
You just like in public on a big wall that everyone's writing stuff. And you just not even like a small little that like a Where's Waldo kind of thing. We have to find it,
and then you immediately wipe it off.
No.
He wrote it huge and then walked away long enough for it to become a whole
Proudly
thing.
admired it.
And someone literally started recording as he then had to walk back over and erase it. Because his whole point was, well, look, I could just erase it. Look, no more N-word. Let's pretend, 400 years before I was born, same thing. Slavery didn't happen. No more N-word.
I wish we could just erase them all.
Yeah, he was making a bigger point. This is what I wish I could do. Whoosh. Thanos.
No, but that's only half of them.
That's right. You need to send them all with a Jew tucked under each arm. Oh, racist kids. When are they going to learn? When are they going to learn to be tolerant?
Come on.
When are they
kid.
going to learn?
God, take a lesson from us.
Yeah. Tolerant Garrett and tolerant Steve.
The Torah tots.
The Torah tots. Writing the N-word on the wall is a yetzer hara. You don't want to do that. Come over to my shigigis. We're going to talk with Tanya Cologne. She also said, Cologne said the boy's parents were to blame as he would have picked it up from them using it around him. Or maybe he's from the projects.
Yeah.
I think it starts at home. I agree. This is learned behavior. Also agree.
I mean, the thing was, my parents never used that word. I knew that word by 8, at least.
Yeah.
But just from like being in school or what, I don't know even how I first learned it, but definitely not from my parents, but I definitely learned it at a very young age.
Yeah.
And knew it was like a no.
When I was younger, it didn't mean anything. So I don't remember when I first grasped that there was an N-word. But
I mean, maybe it was just from like 2 Live Crew or something.
I definitely remember living like this double life where in school, it's like, oh my God, if you said that, you're making Martin Luther King cry in heaven if you say the N-word. And it's like, why would you do that? Black people are so nice. Like, why would you ever even want to say it? Unless you're just like inherently evil and there's something wrong with you. Like, it can never be a funny thing. God forbid.
That's what makes it funny.
Well, by the way,
age.
That's just exactly how humor works. I can't say this. It'd be funny if I said it, though, wouldn't it?
At the most inappropriate time? Yeah, that would be the most funny.
My grandmother's casket, I just whispered it to her, and everyone heard me. Like, because it'd be completely like, why? What are you doing? It'd be funny. When I was a kid, so again, we lived through the 80s, 90s where it's like, we fixed racism.
Yeah.
We just got to be nice to each other. That's it. Why can't we all get along? As long as we're just cool. Why would you even want to be mean? That don't make no sense.
Yeah.
So I lived that at school, and then at home, I got my grandfather, I got Pop watching the football game. You nigga bastard. Like, and that was his his go-to phrase. The UNB. We lived in a 2-family house. I could hear him through the floorboards when he was watching a football game. And my mom walking by, just like, oh, he's dropping a lot of UNBs today.
No, my dad was one step below that, where he would just go, like, if the guy got caught trying to score a touchdown, if it was a purse, you would have ran faster. So he didn't say it, but we all knew what he meant.
Us wops didn't have time to be so clever. It was just nigga bastard. It was Pop saying it, so not only did I not think it was a bad thing, it made me fucking die laughing every time he did it. And I'm just like, oh my God, he said the bad word. He meant no harm. He wasn't some
no harm at all.
No.
Was he a gambling man? Was that why?
Ooh.
Because that's why my dad would yell it.
My grandfather had a friend named Joe Prince who lived in Vegas that he was on the phone with all the time.
Oh.
he was a gambling man, but not crazy. Like he wasn't like me. I'm worse. I'm on my phone gambling on fucking baseball.
He probably would have been if he could, like you.
Yeah.
You know, if it was that easy.
It probably
if you didn't have to call your bookie every time there
You
was
have
a
to call
game
Joe
on.
Prince all the time. Yeah. But yeah, I think he definitely bet on the horses. My uncle still does that. It was like their thing. It was every Sunday they would sit down and bet on the horse races.
Yeah.
It was awesome. But the horses, and he would bet, I think, on football. He would put parlays in of just like three. You pick like 3 games and put parlays in on that. But yeah, I think I definitely got the gambling bug from Pop side of the family. Because we also my grandmother, his wife loved going to AC. And I think he did too. I actually don't know about him and AC, but I know my grandmother loved going to AC.
Oh yeah, me
and my brothers went, and my cousin went with her a handful of times. To not even AC. We went to AC
before
once,
you were 18, kind of thing.
No, it was once we were of gambling age. We all went to go gamble.
My dad would bring me even when I wasn't able to do anything. Especially like at least in the Vegas, you could like walk through the casinos if you're not 18. In Atlantic City, it was like you weren't even allowed to walk through anything. There was really nothing to do except things on the boardwalk. At the time before I was 18, there really wasn't that much of a boardwalk either.
Yeah, no, we never did anything like that. That would have been like a waste of time. Like, why are we bringing the kids to fucking? We're going to like have fun and gamble.
We'd be like driving back from I don't know somewhere down DC, just say or whatever, and we'd be passing Atlantic City, and my dad'd be driving, and be like, oh, what's happening? The car's like pulling me, and he would just go off in the exit and pretend the car pulled off the exit by itself, and he was like, oh, I guess we're here.
Made it. We're in AC now.
But even though I couldn't do anything, it was still kind of exciting just to be around like the adult place where you couldn't be allowed in really. You can just hang out around outside and
I mean, the idea, it's the excitement town, all the lights and boardwalk. And, it's just now that I'm older, it's like, why would you go if you're not fucking just gonna throw money on the table and walk away from it angry?
Yeah.
Why are you even going to AC if you're not gonna just piss yourself off throwing money away for a stupid card game? What's the point of even going?
Well, that's the thing. Like, I guess he was lucky or something, but he would win. Definitely not all the time or whatever, but some of the times, like he would have wins. Like I never experienced that until the last time I went with
you and Jamie.
With my VIP experience.
The craps couple.
Yeah.
Couple of crapsters. You guys walking away with hundreds of bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm yet to have one of those. The most I've ever done is like a couple hundred more than what I brought, like more than what I came down with.
And it's not even worth it because
and it's like I got lucky, and right at the end, as I was going to leave, I played a little more blackjack and won some money back, and then just like was like, I'm fucking done. It always, anytime I walked away with any money, it's because gambling got to the point where it was exhausting and not fun anymore, and I was just like, yeah, I'll just take the money. I'm just gonna get the fuck out of here. But yeah, I ate good times with grandma at Parks Casino as well.
Where's that?
Pennsylvania.
Oh. Yeah, never went to any other casinos.
Bensalem, which is near Bethlehem. Or Bethlehem. Bensalem, Pennsylvania. But anyway, that kid said the N-word on a wall, and I think the rest of his life should be completely ruined for it. I'd say I am happy that the one thing they did do, and it's probably because it's the law, is they blurred his face and they didn't put his name anywhere.
Yeah.
But I'm sure... Like when stuff like this pops up on Twitter, you see all the ship-lived fucking hackers. Like, let's make him famous.
His dad works here.
Let's make this guy famous. He said the N-word.
Internet, do your magic.
Do you? That makes me fucking want to die when I read.
Yeah.
Just do your thing, internet. I liked 4chan's stance on that. We're not your personal army.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. Now that you've asked for something like that, we're gonna just fuck your life up.
I don't know if I like outgrew it or whatever, but I think 4chan's kind of dying.
Dying? It got shut down the other day.
It got hacked.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's also just like everything's in the edgelord site now. So there's really no room for 4chan. anymore.
Pretty much.
Uh-huh.
And all, yeah. I don't know what happened. It felt like all of a sudden it just wasn't fun to be on that website.
Like,
anymore.
what's the last biggest thing 4chan did? You know, like they had the Shia LaBeouf thing and the free bleeding thing, but those were 10 years ago. Like, what's the last kind of funny thing they did? They did the Scientology.
I think it got taken over by the feds, and they were making school shooters on it.
Maybe.
Other than that, I don't know what the fuck.
And that guy Moot, who owned it or ran it, quit or got a job as like a real job, and then kind of after that it deteriorated. Or I'm just not on it that much anymore and don't see what's happening.
But there was a point where you would go on it and it was just entertaining.
Yeah,
everything. There was funny threads. There were fucked up threads. It was just
gore threads, racist threads.
And remember, it just got to a point where I completely gave up on it because it was a routine I had. Like, oh, I'm gonna check for it, and I'm like every day now. It just sucks balls.
Yeah,
it's just I'm scrolling and not clicking on anything because it's just weird fucking hentai porn and. Then just like threads about nothing, or like, oh, the funny thread, and then there's 2 links on it and it dies.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, this website fucking blows. There's nothing to see here. So I left and never came back.
Same. Yeah. Or the other thing I would see all the time is like a picture of a girl on Facebook and then a picture of her naked.
Yeah.
That was what you do too. Yeah. But then, you even get tired of those.
And there were, green text threads that were just really funny stories that originated on 4chan.
Yeah.
That all eventually just were repeats.
Copy pasta.
Everything was a repeat. And it's all stuff you'd already read before. And you're like, I'm hearing repeats about a guy's cum sock that his mom found. Like, how is this even possible? The cum jar? I'm seeing the cum jar again? Weird stuff with cum. The thing about that website, and it didn't make me feel good about myself, is that there's only real fucking weirdos on this thing.
Oh my God. The dedication threads where they would just take a picture of AOC and then it would just a guy holding his cock with a cum shot on her face that he printed out.
Or just cock split in half.
Yeah,
fucking,
yeah.
Like, just gore shit. That was the thing. I was like, I'm one of the worst type of people because I'm like, this site's full of fucking weirdos. Scroll. I never commented anything. I never posted anything because I was like, I don't want to be involved in any of this ever. But I can't stop. I'm like watching. Yeah, that place is a crazy place. But yeah, it's dead. It done died.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. We have a first of all, Caitlin chimed in before about the kid in the mall. This is Charlie's future.
I don't even know what it means. I just hear Daddy saying it all the time.
I don't know what that is. I just hear every time he stubs his toe, he emulates his pop and drops a couple of UNBs. I have been dropping UNBs lately when I get really angry and frustrated. It's like a natural. It's in my genetics, an instinct. But yeah, no, that's not his future. His future, he's gonna be the most tolerant little boy the world's ever seen. He's literally gonna cure the divide in our country right now. Charlie, he's going to be America's Jesus Christ. He's gonna simply just say stuff like, "Hey guys, stop."
Wow.
Just stop.
What a martyr.
Just fucking.
Come on, guys, stop.
Just go do stuff. Just fucking mind your own business and go do stuff.
You go.
Be busy. That's going to be his phrase. It's going to be his fucking catcher. You go. He did that to me today. And I wanted to fucking. He was playing with the tape measure, which we only gave to him because he made a whole thing about it.
The tape measure that's just razor blades on both sides.
Yes. Because first of all, he woke up at 5 today. Usually wakes up around 6:30 ish. Woke up at 5, and me and Caitlin were both up. I was up till 2:30 in the morning last night.
Fun.
So that was I just didn't sleep. And he was acting like we woke him up. He was being such a little asshole all morning. And like every 2 seconds, he was doing something he shouldn't have been doing. I'm just like, what the fuck is your fucking problem? You woke us up.
That way, if he wakes up that early, you can't just ignore him and hope he falls back asleep, or that's impossible.
You give him a couple minutes, and hope like please just go fucking back to sleep. But he gets to a point, you look in the monitor, he's literally sitting up and he's going, Mom, 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 hey, 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 Mom, hey.
He doesn't call for you?
No, there's a routine.
Oh.
Mom gets him, and then Dad deals with him later. But Kate would have to go in early today or for a normal day. And so that means Mom gets him and brings him to me, basically. So yeah, but he woke up super fucking early. And then just all morning, he was such a piece of shit. He was just all over the place. But the tape measure is resting on something very high in the bedroom because Caitlin was measuring something. And some picture thing she's doing. She was like, honey, I really don't think it's that big. I'm like, no, check the tape. You got to press into the balls. You don't stop at the balls. You press into the balls. That's how you get a true measurement. And this was after he played with every single pen and marker that's at her desk in there. And just was opening them and like looking at me like, can I draw on the wall? I'm like, no.
Can I write the N-word on the wall?
Can I write the N-word on the wall, Dad? No. This is our house. You do that at the American Dream Mall. So yeah, after the marker escapade that lasted 5 hours, he tape, and he's crying, and we're like, just fine, take the tape. And then he's playing with the tape, and I have to watch him because I'm like, if something goes wrong, I need to be watching you play with this. He sees that I'm watching him, and he just gets up, looks at me, and runs into his room. And I'm just like, all right, I guess I got to get up and watch you play with the tape in your room. So I get up and I stand there, and I'm not there more than a half of a second before he just looks up at me and starts shoving me. Go. This is private time. Go. And I, because this is a game now, I go, no, you go. And now me and my almost 2-year-old son are literally shoving each other, going, you go. No, you go. You go. Go. Eventually, I was so fucking tired, and he persisted so much. I was like, fine, I'll fucking go. I swear to God, I better not hear you screaming in 2 seconds. Luckily, nothing bad happened. Happy ending. God. He played with the tape, and I'm just listening intently to
just waiting for the
just waiting for yeah. Never happened. I got lucky. But yeah, that is Charlie's future.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be the Jesus Christ of America. He's going to cure the divide. Everyone's going to be happy, healthy, and we will reach utopia status as a nation once he just tells everyone, you go. No, you. Anyway.
Thank you, Charlie.
Caddy Thorogood. Looky here. With the yellow boy, check your DMs on internet where you follow me, Steve. Okay. I'm assuming you mean Twitter. I don't know why you're speaking in code.
Yeah.
I sent you the dog and woman flying machine. I'm Bob. Hi. And literally, I can't send message, decode this. Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
He then said, keep getting edit your message to send a super chat. UNB, you bigger niche. I don't know what that means. Speaking in code again. All right, but yeah, Caitlin was telling me this at one point that when she goes to send in a super chat, sometimes it like autofills what you're about to say, even though it's not what you're typing in.
Yeah.
And then you delete it, and then it refills it again, and you have to like fight with YouTube to stop autofilling what you're trying to say.
Huh.
So I think that might be what he's talking about, because it's another way YouTube can just be a little fucking annoying. But all right, let me get on my internet device and look for this here DM. While I do that, let's go to our next important story.
What is this?
I titled this one "We Was Chinese and Shit," because apparently, I don't know if you know this, Garrett.
They're black Chinese?
The original Chinese people, the first Chinese, the Chinese that settled in China, the most Chinese that have ever been in China.
Mm-hmm.
The people that John Cena is talking to when he gives his apology videos, or if he's talking about ice cream.
Uh-huh.
Yo, they look like this. A black.
菜简单呢，味儿可以吧？可以，挺好吧？哎呀，这我大爷啊，当地特别好钓鱼。
今儿真大风钓鱼了吗？活了。
What the fuck? Is this like a Chinese guy that worked in coal mines his whole life?
That's what I've been trying to
survived
figure
black
out.
lung or something. This
So,
is it.
There are two things that this black Chinaman can be, or three. There's three things. One, he's black.
Okay, possible.
He just two like all right.
He looks Chinese.
Right here. Where does it happen? There's a weird thing that happens in the middle of this video that almost makes me think it's like a filter they threw on.
Oh, huh.
Like right here, I think. When he turns his head, watch closely. See that?
No.
Right here. At the head turn. You don't see like the video does this weird thing where his head almost like shrinks? It's out on my phone, so I was able to look at it closer.
Huh.
Right before here. Here. Bam.
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. Uh-huh.
It's very weird. So it might just be like some kind of
AI
filter,
thing,
AI filter thing that they threw on a Chinese guy. Because the person who posted this, typical African, this guy is hilarious. I can't tell if it's a meme or if this is a real person, but he's the We Was Kangs guy. Everything was invented by black people. Everyone was black people. Everything is black people. But he doesn't mean it in the sense of like Pangea, that like
it was all one landmass.
The Earth at one point, just had one mega continent, and it was hot and near the sun, so melanin, and everyone was darker.
Yeah,
sure, like the original people, whatever. No, his whole thing is no. Everybody just at one point, like people in Ireland were just black, and they turned white.
Oh wow!
This is one of those accounts where so when he posts this, he's dead serious. Because he writes, the original Chinese people were certainly dark-skinned. Only few exist today. As if it was something, something that was like bred out.
Evolution caught up to him. Yeah, but
not even evolution. Racist breeding.
Oh,
like he thinks that black is the highest form of evolution, and that evil racists from the Caucasus Mountains came down and tried to make everyone white because they were jealous of Wakanda. So this guy right here is a Chinaman. He's a real Chinese man. But no, it's absolutely a filter, which again, that little blip in the video makes me think it's that.
Yeah.
Or he's reverse albino. He's albino,
oh my God.
The other way. He's
Negrano.
Balbano. He's Negrano. He's a Negroni. Yeah, he's Balbano. Because that is a thing. It's like an over-melanated condition instead of
I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I've never heard of that, but okay.
Hold on.
Why not?
Maybe I'm telling tales out of school. Reverse albinism. Benism. Is that a thing? Yeah, melanism. It's and it happens in squirrels. That's why if you ever seen a black squirrel.
Oh.
So yeah, melanism in wildlife. Now,
but what about with humans?
So you call a human an albino because they have albinism. What's a melanism? A melano?
Milano?
Melnano? Melanism in humans. Melanism is prominently determined in skin pigmentation, sub-Saharan Africa, yada yada yada. I think it's so they're saying it's just being black. They don't have like an example of someone who's not just already a black guy.
Yeah.
I'm looking at pictures of very, very dark black people that apparently have the condition, but it is not a thing. Well, it is a thing. Because again, if this is a real video, that's what we're looking at. I think.
I mean, I've seen videos of like a black African guy in China where he knows the Chinese language, and it's just him going around and listening to people talk about him in Chinese or Mandarin or whatever it is, and then calling them out, being like, "What do you mean I'm too black?" But he's saying it in Chinese, and they're like, "Oh, what the fuck? How do you know Chinese?"
Oh,
they get so confused, and then they're like, they try to get on his good side. They're like, "Oh, how long have you been learning Chinese? You know it so perfectly. Wow, you're so good.
You're such good Chinese black man."
Yeah.
Oh, you play basketball? I know Yao Ming. The other thing about this video that I really enjoyed was the community note. There is zero evidence that original Chinese people were black. He got community noted, but that's because Elon owns Twitter.
Yeah.
And community notes is racist.
That's a good point.
As we all know.
But now to the flying golden retriever.
Oh, yes. Now to the flying. You don't want to see
check out some more
posts
typical
from
African.
Typical African. Because I don't know if this is a real thing or if this is someone taking the piss. But all of his posts are how something that exists
was invented by black people.
It was actually black people. It wasn't white people. Never did anything. 200,000 followers. So yeah, this is definitely fake.
Yeah.
African history lover, marine engineer. Check my out. Yeah, this is definitely fake, but it's still funny. Our ancestors conducted brain surgery since over thousands of years ago, mostly done by herbalists, with the Europeans called witch doctors because they never understood the science of using herbs. The patient was given lots of alcohol, then pinned down by people. Herbalists would split their skull, yada, 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 remove a tube of brain. So his pinned tweet is, our ancestors were brain surgeons.
Makes sense.
We was brain surgeons.
They didn't have an MRI or anything, but they knew exactly where to cut into the brain to take out the tumor.
Oh, he have bad brain. We have to cut open his skull and pull out the bad brain. And the tumor, it's not a tumor. Nambia's new female president announces free university education starting in 2026. We was educated.
Good for them.
You won't learn this in school about the Dogons.
Is that a guy with a flying machine?
Maybe. An African ethnicity that is specialized in astronomy.
Wow.
The Dogon dwell in the central plateau region of Banyagara. Their knowledge is centuries old, and their priests have been sharing it with chosen individuals only. In the 1920s, French anthropologist Griel and ethnologist Dieterlen visited the tribe and were invited to share their secrets.
That told me nothing. Here's some
guy rolling some stupid dice.
Here's Dongala fucking
playing
astronomy.
Yahtzee.
He has puka shells. He's throwing puka shells on a sheet. Oh, this means we can fly tonight. The stars are in alignment. My puka shell told me so. But yeah, no, that's all the proof I need.
Mm-hmm.
That is the African ethnicity specialized in astronomy. Oh, astronomy. I'm sorry. So not like rocket science.
Oh yeah, not astrology.
Right.
Astronomy. Yeah.
No, well, whatever. I don't know. The Greeks claimed Africa was the beginning. The historians relate the Ethiopians were the first humans. They say there's clear evidence for this claim. Nearly all sources agree that Ethiopians did not arrive from elsewhere, being born from the land they're just called Autochthonous. Yeah, there's obviously all people who live under the midday sun are probably the first that the earth brought forth. I don't know, but what does that mean?
I don't know.
It's just weird ways around saying I am better than you because I was here first, while having just no proof of any sort of being better at fucking anything. But anyway, more importantly, I sent myself. Oh, here it is. I gotta. Oh, Edie's snoring down there. Edie's having nightmares or something. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Let's get a dog cam real quick. She's having some kind of fucking nightmare. I think she's biting a fucking astrophysicist in the ass in her fucking dreams.
calmed down.
She calmed down, but she still got her sleep snarl going. Hey, I don't think the mic's picked it up, but she was literally going.
Her ears perked up.
What a good dog. Rest easy. Oh, and Caitlin said, please, please, please. That would be Charlie's other, turn the other cheek.
Please, please, please.
His other thing, is a phrase that everybody repeats that saves the world. Hilarious. Please, 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 please.
Up, please, please, please.
He's already figured out how everything works. It's crazy. He just knows, like, listen, my sucker parents, all I got to do is be really cute and ask for something I want with this little face on. I go, please, 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 please. And we have a very hard time saying no. I had an easy time saying no today. It's a funny thing. Sleep deprivation makes you less fucking susceptible to the cuteness. So when he was playing with some like giant thumbtack thing and stabbing himself in the hand this morning and wouldn't hand it over to me, I was like, give it to me now. But anyway.
Please, please, please.
Please, please, please. No, please. Bo Stanko. Hey, Bo. Haven't seen you since you made me and Garrett drink a lot. You and AJR. Where's AJR at?
Yeah.
Guess he doesn't want to shoot any caps and gaps. Only halfway through the bottle of Jameson. We're good.
Nice.
Steve, I know you hate the draft. I hate the draft. Let's make it fun by adding gambling and drinks to it. Please. $10 a pick. If you win, don't drink. If you lose, cap in the gap to prevent drinking. $320 to win out there. I see. What time's the draft start?
What do you have to guess who they're going to pick?
Yes. And if I guess correct, I win cash money dollars. If I guess incorrect, I have to shoot a cap in the rack. If I miss the cap in the rack, I have to take a shot.
Okay.
If I guess incorrectly and miss my shot enough times, I will have alcohol poisoning.
So what I
actually have no idea what team is going to pick what player.
I don't even know like who's projected to go number one. Is there a number one guy?
I have no idea.
Yeah, me either.
I have no idea what team needs what position.
Like even last year, it was like, Caleb Williams, and they announced it already. Like we're gonna pick him because we have the number one pick. You know, I have no idea.
It's a good game. I'll happily play it.
Or we should just do over under for Shedeur Sanders.
Shedeur,
whatever place he goes in.
Shedeur Sanders.
Because he was supposed to be top 10, but now it's like dropped to below 20.
Yeah, because he was good where he was. Not great.
On an okay
good
team, yeah.
The NFL, I don't know if that's going to translate well. I think he's
not in a strong conference either. So
no. So yeah, I don't know if he does get picked, he's going to be a backup for a while. I think.
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, I love I'm saying this like I know. I would be rich if I actually knew for 2 seconds what the fuck I was talking about when it comes to football, because I would have at least bet on one game where I won some fucking money. Who knows? Yeah, Shadeur's going to go number one in the draft. He's going to be the next Joe Montana. He's going to be the greatest quarterback anyone's ever fucking seen. What the fuck do I know? I watch the sport every Sunday like an idiot. I gain no knowledge from what I'm seeing.
The only thing I think he has behind him is like pedigree, because Dion was so good, and just maybe he'll be able to turn it on or whatever, or have some special skill that hasn't come out yet. But
special skills,
who knows?
Maybe. Who said something there? You said the word pedigree, which reminds me of dog food, which reminds me of a dog in a flying machine.
Yes.
Which thank you to Caddy Thorogood.
Yes, thank you, Caddy.
Thanks, Mr. Caddy. We now have footage of a dog in a flying machine with a woman. I really hope it doesn't end the way that other flying machine video ends. My flying machine. Let's see. dog's tongue is just out the whole time.
Usually that means the dog is really stressed. The tongue is just hanging out of its mouth.
Well, the tail's not folded under between its legs. Is it mean you're super stressed? Is that Lindsay Lohan? Saying fuck your pronouns? I don't know what that is. I'm more interested in this.
I thought the clip I saw was longer, but maybe not.
Lovely music, but yeah, okay, so the dog looks happy,
I guess,
but that's because we don't understand what dogs look like when they're actually happy. Yeah, when a dog licks its lips, it means it is very stressed. It's got anxiety, it's stressed out. So maybe, yeah, a perma dog tongue out is just like, I'm the most stressed I've ever been. I'm in dog shock.
Now, I know this wasn't a dog, but my cat, when I think it had its first stroke and we didn't know what happened, all of a sudden one day it was just at home and it was like walking around with its tongue hanging out all the time. We took it to the vet and
and then you pull down your pants and you're like, all right, I get what you're putting down.
We get to the vet, we could walk in and they take a look at the cat and they're like, emergency, emergency, blah, blah, and they like immediately took it right away and brought it to something and did whatever to calm it down or do something. But yeah, it wasn't a good sign that my cat had his tongue hanging out of its mouth just all the time. So I'm sure
what this dog could be experiencing feels like a stroke, where it's just it is no longer in control of its facilities. It is in the sky, and it's never been more scared in its life. Yeah, I'm sorry. How could it? I understand the idea where
how could
when
it
a dog,
comprehend what's happening?
So, but that's a good thing. Like we can't comprehend what's happening, but it just feels the breeze. It might actually be loving this.
Maybe.
Like when we drive Edie around, she'll hang her head out the window, and she likes like just looking around and having her head in the breeze. So maybe it's that times fucking 10,000, and it's just like this amazing feeling of constant wind. Like, and
constant smells going into their nose,
and they're just unable to process that they are very high in the sky because no dog's ever been up there. It's not something they can register. It doesn't make it don't make no sense. So it actually is just fine and fun and like the best time of their life. Or they understand enough of what's going on that they are just they're in their head, they're dying. It's just this constant free fall death that they're living through. Like like they're in hell. It's torture. It's never-ending death. Because dogs throughout history, you learn about how to fear things through your genetics, through your DNA. Like it's built into us to be afraid of snakes and heights and things like that.
Bugs.
Because it's killed so many humans, and you evolve into knowing what's going to kill you. So dogs have probably fallen off of tall ledges and know if you fall from a big enough height, you're going to die. So maybe this dog again is in shock. Just I'm in a constant state of I'm dying in perpetuity, forever. And if that's why I would never chance anything like that. Like, I want to bring Edie on a fun daredevil adventure I'm doing. No.
Go bungee jumping with Edie.
No. What if that dog's just dead? Like it already had a heart attack and died, and that's why its face looks like that. I would never, ever, fucking ever do this to Edie. Yeah, he's blinking. And really, he just looks like he's in bliss. Like I'm like the opposite of what I said. He knows exactly what's going on, but he's like, I'm a flying dog. I'm the fucking best dog there's ever been. I'm God. That's why they say my name backwards sometimes. In Xinjiang, China. The first blacks ever were in China.
I heard that. Yeah.
It was Chinese and shit.
Was anything but afraid.
Well, anyway, as this dog sails off into its new life as a member of the Sky Tribe, and this dog sails off into dreamland. Oh, Rocket Dog.
Rocket Dog.
I think that's where we have
Rocket Dog.
Wrap today's program. That's all the time we have for today.
We'll see you soon.
We have to get ready for the hockey show.
Yeah.
At
I got to brush up on all my hockey stats.
Used to be at 6 o'clock, but I feel like we've moved on from that time.
Yeah.
7 o'clock.
Gino doesn't even get here until 7 o'clock now.
I know. Well, I mean, it takes hours to get here.
In his flying machine.
In his flying machine. Caddy Thorogood can't say X or Twitter.
Huh.
Gay.
Weird.
That is weird. Can't you say X or Twitter gay?
I don't know.
YouTube chat is odd. It's an odd bird. Oh, one thing I wanted to check before we hit the bricks is where'd she go? Cynthia Carver. That's weird. I guess she deleted a video. That's why it's not coming up. Cynthia Carver. Uh-oh. Where is she?
What the fuck?
Cynthia Carver, YouTube. I know who I'm looking for.
That's not her.
Who the hell is this? 68
Did we have a
subscribers.
fever dream?
Did Cynthia Carver
Is it
never
Carter?
exist?
Is it Carter?
No, it's definitely Carver. I must be spelling Cynthia wrong. Must be like Cynthia or some shit. Miss Cynthia Carter singing Popeye's Lady. That's not the one.
Love my chicken from Popeyes. Is that her?
Hold on. Is it?
Hi, thank you, Popeye. This is Cynthia speaking. I said, roll with it, baby. Could I give you a honey dumpling? Would you like a 2-piece, a 3-piece, or 4-piece with the fries? Spicy and mayo. Okay, would you like a sour, delicious hot apple pie or chocolate chip cookies to go with this today? Don't get full of sugar here, Tiger. Yeah, hear me? That's what we do all day. Yeah, hear me? They're gonna be $10 and ride it out. You already know. And you did good. I said, who that baby?
What is a honey dumpling?
That's what I call all the tigers, honey dumpling. You hear me? That's a honey dumpling. You is a honey dumpling. And you did good.
Well, what's going on with Cynthia Carter?
Why can't I find our Cynthia Carver? Cynthia Carver is live. This should lead me to a video, but instead it just says video unavailable.
Did her channel get nuked?
Dude.
What's happening?
What?
What's happening?
Edie. What? Why can't I find her? Bo Stanko, by the way. Tell that bum Gino to make a new YouTube. He has a new YouTube. It's called Gary Biscayne. But he's using the Rumble because it's hard to get people to just join your new thing. Especially when you already have another thing. Follow at Gary Biscayne. I think that's what it is. But yeah, he should use YouTube again so we can get kicked off immediately.
What? Why is it not coming up
Dude,
at all?
Where
Did we
is
just
Cynthia
imagine
Carver?
this?
No,
we did
not imagine. There's video proof.
Is that not her name? Her
this
first
woman-
name?
Where are my roses?
Are we making up? Is it her?
It was Cynthia Carver.
It was, right?
Dude, when I type it into my browser, it comes up.
What the fuck?
I type CYN and
What-
it autofills Cynthia Carver is live.
What if you search it on YouTube?
Okay. Yeah, let me not panic and have a whole hysterical fit. Cynthia, because this is definitely how you spell it. This is how it comes up. Carver. Okay. Thank God.
Woo.
She's still here. That
Thank
was
God.
weird.
Wow.
It's time. Streamed 1 day ago. It's time what? What is the time for? Time to start the video? Hello?
Love my chicken from Popeyes.
With a sweet cookie? She's checking her glasses. Cynthia, this isn't even a live thing. This is just, I think she just posted a video. All right. Let me skip ahead. What was that? Why does Anthony Cumia come up when I do that? Oh, it's the next video.
Oh.
All right, I'm going to have to skip like a minute ahead till she starts talking. lower your camera a little, please?
Hey, y'all.
Oh,
Good Wednesday afternoon, y'all.
what? Why does she seem so
How's
sad?
everybody on this Wednesday afternoon? My baby's asleep.
My baby, sleep.
She's a
Trying to
baby.
keep it quiet. Trying to keep it quiet. Y'all come on in. Come on in.
Why does she have a picture frame with no picture in it?
I got a bushes full of trolls. And
Mirror.
Love said hello. Let's say hi. Deborah Silvers, hello. Beans Mom, hi. Rhonda, hi.
We gotta skip through the
BLB,
Opie
hi.
introductions.
Safe, blessed day. Thank you so much.
I'm just skipping to the end. I don't even know
Everybody.
what this is.
What about y'all Saturday to 12? The cutoff, we had a giveaway Saturday to 12.
Is this what
Does
she's
this sound
not like when
to
she's
y'all?
not drinking?
Yeah, she's a bummer.
Somebody to say they gonna, yeah, them fools coming in here. Oh, he want to wear me out. Bitch, please. It's a G thing, a lot of more. QJ wife, hey y'all. Hey everybody.
sad.
Everybody.
What's happening?
No, I didn't. That's all I come to tell everybody about this time that's in the money. I didn't want to do no whole lot of talking right now because I don't want to wake up my baby. He was irritable. He need this little nap. He's irritable. So
feel
I'll
that.
be back late on
Feel
today,
that.
and we're gonna talk. So y'all have a blessed rest of the day and
All right,
tonight.
so we panicked for no reason. She did not delete her channel. Everything's fine. That was, I think, just a video. From what I gathered in those last moments, she said it's time to send the money.
Uh-huh.
She's telling all her followers, "Send me money. I'm gonna do a show later. My baby is asleep."
Yeah.
So, thank God. Legitimately panicking. One of my favorite people in the world
Yeah.
is quit being on the internet for no reason. Well, Bo Stanko, that was very helpful tech support. Another 2.
Thank you, Bo. You're welcome.
To you, Bo. And to the draft later when I'm going to be playing Cap in the Rack. Yeah, there's a Gary Biscayne YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure. Anywho.
Yeah.
That's about all the time we have for today.
Here's to our board members.
Board members. We hope you enjoyed today's nonsense. And you enjoy the nonsense we provide every day, 4 days a week. And bonus content 2 days a week, 3 days a week. When you consider the video game pregame.
Mm-hmm.
Not one today. I apologize. Charlie threw my whole day into a fucking bullshit tornado, so we didn't have time to play fucking video games. But next week, we will play. And today, April 24th, only a few days left of this song before the new one is released with the new board members. If you'd like to be a new board member,
yeah,
patreon.com/Garrett and Steve.
Get your name in the song.
And you can be in the next music video that I promise. The next one I wanna make more special.
Okay.
More special. But here's this one.
Special.
It's special. It's, you know, that's like only 20 days old.
Caitlin Kant, Mama Reno, Edie Cunty, Nick Giordano, Charlie Chicago, Deadpool, Jeremy Stock, Marshall Bo, Pre, The Moose Pete, Fitzy, Dominic, Riccatelli, Josh Words, Mike Ligayo, Mitchell, Chris Berg, Jimmy Z, Ganna, Gecko Dundee, Daniel Mundy, Gay Bitches, Connor Beck, Jeff Dodd, Throne 7-3, Michael Malice, Curtis John, William Yoder, Brian Kate Gah, Jeffrey the Giraffe, Stan Turner, 9X Support, Matt Bugatti, Asia S. Thompson, Old Youngie Bob, Fan Up, Patrice, Doogie 7626, Justin Ford, Garrett J, Thomas, Larry F. Boog, Turk, Angelo, Mark, Doug Gratz, Litz, Cynthia, Jersey, Just, Eric, Leister, Mass, Lucy, Clara, Rocky Pantozi, Jose Delgado, Jay, Stu's, Plusher, Payne, Jam Man, Jay, Nate, Gina, Marie, Beverly, Jay, Quan, G, Johnny, Heather, The Hooker, Jonathan, Mardukas, AJR, Michael J, Burnsy, and Harold Who's Channel 666, Lindsay, Sabadoo, Steve's Ass, This, Jigger, Nets, Aaron Kraft, Vinny Cash, These people paid $100.
Joey Dago texted me before. Ever hear always bet the gray horse? We were talking about horse betting, I guess. No, I've never heard that.
Never heard that.
I don't know what that means. Always bet the gray horse. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I still feel like we should go to the track one day and just, I don't know if we could stream from there or not, but
Yeah, we could, do some live
do
thing
something.
from our phone or something, or some road little.
And there's a
lav mics.
casino there too.
Oh yeah, is there like an actual?
Nah, there's like
sit down and play cards.
No, there's no table games except there's some secret, like not even secret, but like a room for Chinese people to play table games. But it's like not blackjack.
What if I tape
or
my
whatever.
eyes slanting? Can I go play table games then?
It's like Chinese games. I don't know what
like
games it is.
Pai Gao and
Yeah,
Mahjong
or
and
something.
fucking crisscross. Those tile games they fucking play.
But there's like the video blackjack and things like that, which
I can play video blackjack on my phone. I just gotta drive to Jersey.
Yeah.
Like I get to drive over a bridge and park my car, and I can play video blackjack on my phone if that's the type of degeneracy I'm looking for.
Like, how long's a drive from here to Jersey? Just to the edge, to the state line?
Almost a half hour.
Not even
20 minutes.
Yeah.
If you're literally trying to just cross a bridge and stop the second you get there.
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Huh.
Just
All
about,
right.
yeah.
To load up our little apps, just start gambling.
Yeah, we could do that. Let's just record us gambling on our phones. We'll call it the Pathetic Podcast. We should call this the Pathetic Podcast. Temp guy, $50,000 in
Holy shit.
IGR.
Thank God. We are
Thank
set.
you. We just made our nut for the week.
Thank you.
Thank you for the 50 grand. I'm a bit late, but crying camel cracked me up. Oh God.
Someone put a clip of me out there just doing that. It was like out of context, Garrett. Just go.
There's a camel having a fucking panic attack. Yeah, that camel was behaving as if it lost all its money in the market. Like 100% of the money. Thought I had it ready to go. Where's camel? Motherfucker. I think I was
Just short camel? No.
Oh, duh. Duh. Camel. Camel, not cameo. Here we go. We'll end on this. Thank you all for watching.
See you soon.
We'll end on this. Bo Stanko. Oh, what up, Bo? 2 more for link to Gino's Rumble since I'm lazy. I don't get that.
Oh.
I don't get it.
Is it on like StreamYard or something?
How I've always gone to it is I go to Gino's Twitter page and then I like click his link thing. So let's see. Linktree. And then Rumble. Here it is. All right. Do copy.
So it's rumble.com/user/Gino Bisconte. Not that hard, but we'll put it in the
Here.
chat.
It's in the chat. It should, rumble.com. There it is. There you go.
There you go, Bo.
There you go, Bo. I aims to please. And back to business. Let's just. There we go. Everyone's favorite video. Garrett crying. Oh, wrong thing. Oh, hold on.
I know, Edie. You're upset.
Why is he panicking so much? You're a camel.
Yeah.
Look, we finish each other's sentences. All right. One more Edie Cam to send you into your weekend the right way. She's sleeping. She a dog. And
We'll see y'all soon.
thank you. for
Love
watching
you.
Garrett and Steve. Bye. See, we're like twins. We're like the exact same person. You said it. I said it at the same exact time. It was perfectly Jew, kike, homo, nigger, faggot.